I'm 4, 5 seconds from Wiley. All the other lives are good. They are, yeah, I'm bored with it. They're and also talking about things. Um, I'm good. Got a
Yeah,
pretty good.
it's funny because like 5 minutes ago, I was like, oh, I bet you Sam would know the answer to this question for me. And I was
Oh
about
boy.
to text you. I don't want to say here. It
Oh,
has nothing to do with TikTok. No
oh,
people
okay.
on TikTok, just uh, a
My,
question.
okay.
I'm updating some finances and I
Oh,
have an
okay.
investment question.
Oh, okay.
I need
Good.
somebody to tell me if I'm right or wrong on this.
Okay. I can do that. Well, I hope I can do that. If not, I know somebody who can get you the
Well,
answer.
no. I mean, we have our investment guy. I'm just playing with my little pot of the
Oh, you
cat.
got like, do you have like a little trading account for yourself to play with?
Well,
Oh,
yes and no. I have trading money. We have that's the only thing I have with my husband is our joint investment thing.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
because
smart.
I don't want to. If something ever were to happen, I half of that is mine.
Yeah. We don't want to rely on a man.
Exactly. But other than that, we share no finances whatsoever.
That's smart.
So yeah. Oh,
That's smart.
there's Tracy. Hey,
One
Tracy.
minute.
So what are you up to, Sam?
I'm I'm getting ready to like put a bed together,
Oh, are
but
you?
I'm thinking about, yeah, I'm thinking about turning my green screen off, and somebody's requesting up. That's Tracy. She can come up, and then putting a tripod on, and then let y'all watch me put this bed frame together. But I got to move a mattress. I don't
Oh,
know. I'm
that'd be
gonna,
cool.
yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, and then
Hey,
uh,
Tracy.
Hi,
How are you,
hi,
honey?
I'm doing okay today. I'm having a really
good.
good day.
Feeling
I was
okay?
so glad to hear
Yeah.
that earlier.
Good. I'm back. Go, go inside. Oh, the dogs are. Macy, let's go. Stop screwing around.
How big
Macy,
is the bed?
the king size bed
Ugh.
in our spare bed. Macy, this dog. I swear to God, this. Go. I will just leave her alone. Hey. Oh, um, it's in our spare bedroom, and I bought the bed. Like the mattress has just been sitting on the floor. I'll show you guys in a second. Hold on. The dogs are gonna start fighting, and they're gonna piss me off. What do you guys do? I'm sorry. The dogs will stop arguing in just a little while. Four,
I
five
am
seconds.
waiting for my honey to get
Um,
home, and he's bringing me more of that Mongolian grill that we had the other night.
How do I switch my effects here? The hell? Trying to do it without Tracy telling me how to do it. How do I do it?
I don't know how to remove the green screen. I think I've had that problem before. Go to your effects, and is there that circle with the line through it?
Um, oh, found it. Okay. Oh, that's my feet. Ah, lefty. Okay, let me switch my camera. How the hell do I do that? All right, there we go.
There you are.
Okay, this is this is what I'm dealing with. I put this
Can't
in the.
see it.
Well, hold on. I'm trying
Okay.
to. I'm putting me in a. There we go. That's the bed that I'm dealing with. And I have to put. Is it? Can you see?
Yeah.
Do I need to make
Yeah.
it? Okay. So I gotta. I have to put a bed frame under here.
Oh, gotcha. I was gonna say, I was like, well, it looks set up. What are you talking about? But I
Here's
see
the
that the box
here's the
spring
bed
is on
frame.
the floor.
Yeah, yeah. So I gotta.
What kind of frame do you have? Is it like a platform?
A metal platform bed frame.
Yeah.
So
Or
nothing.
is it like an old school one?
No, it's just like a one I got off Amazon. Hold on, it's
Yeah.
heavy. I guess because it's the king. It looks like that. Can you
Yeah,
see it?
that's a platform. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
platform.
yeah. It is a little platform just to get off the floor. Somebody said that it's. I guess you're hotter if your mattress is direct. I don't know. Apparently, you're not supposed to do that because it's I don't know ghetto or something. I don't know.
Oh, and I've always heard like it's bad for your mattress. But I don't know.
Is it?
It doesn't seem like it would make a difference whether it be on the floor or on a platform frame, which I think has less like structure than a floor. Like how
That's
does
what I
the
think.
bed know if it's on a floor or on boards?
I have no idea, but they say that it like it's hotter or something. Hold on, I gotta move the television without breaking them. Hold on. Okay.
Who says
Oh,
this? Who says this, Sam?
People on TikTok.
Oh, must be
I don't
true.
know. It must be. But people, yeah, people on TikTok. This is just like the spare bedroom. This is the bedroom that my parents stay in when they come. So we have my that. This is our old king size mattress. We got one of those new fancy ones. Do I need to move the camera? Tracy,
No,
can you do the door? Or like
yeah,
you can let anybody up. I don't care.
yeah,
Outside of the, you know, the people who are just in bad
yeah.
moods for no all the time. I'm gonna take my earpiece out.
Jessica says hers was colder on the floor.
It was colder on the floor.
Yeah.
Is that a good angle? Okay. Um, this is, I don't know. All right, this is where we're gonna get fun.
Also, are you getting rid of the box springs? Like with that kind of mattress, you shouldn't need a box spring.
I don't know why.
Well, and if you have a platform bed frame, you don't need the box springs.
And it might make the mattress be way too high up, depending on the size of the people getting on that mattress.
Okay, well, we're gonna.
When I switched from like a traditional mattress to a hybrid, I went through like all the education on mattresses. So that's why I say
So when would I need the box spring?
I think like if you have a platform bed frame, you no longer need the box springs. And I think the box springs affect your warranty and affect your mattress if you have a hybrid mattress, such as one that has like gel or foam.
Oh, this is an old mattress, and the zipper's on the bottom.
I would still bet that it's a gel or foam one. It's probably just a hybrid.
Yeah, I don't have a box springs, and we don't in the other room
Yeah.
either.
The platform serves as a box spring.
Okay.
Like it's gonna be so tall, they're like gonna have to like run and jump on it.
Right.
Well, then what do you do with box springs if you don't need them?
Throw them, donate them.
Donate. Well, the only problem with donating them, a lot of people won't take them.
True.
Mattresses and box springs. But
Yeah.
if you put it on like next door or something, somebody might. But your shelters and your DV, places, none of them will take them. And yeah, because some people may donate them that might have. I hate to say this word out loud because
Bed
it makes
bugs
me
are
cringe.
just
Thank you
bed
for saying it,
bugs.
Tracy.
Allergies to animals. That's like second on the thing, besides the fear of like bed bugs.
Or people that smoke for
Yeah, true.
however long and, donate a mattress or, what have you.
Right. Now that I quit smoking, I cannot imagine like getting furniture that someone smoked. around, you know? Like,
Right.
no fucking way.
I can't handle thinking about the smell of people that smoke inside their house.
Yeah.
People still do that.
It's so hard. I'm sure it's probably for people that have never smoked either, but it is so hard for me to be around people that smoke and smell like smoke now that I don't smoke anymore. It is so hard for me.
And if it's like,
See, I smoke, but I am also very cautious about stuff like that. Like beyond, and Gigi and them can tell you if I smell like smoke, but I really work hard to not ever smell like smoke. And that's what's driving me crazy is I can't wash my right hand at all right now, so I won't even smoke with that hand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I can use sanitizer, but you know what I mean? Like a good, like I like to scrub my hands a lot.
Yeah. No, like I get it. Like, do you smoke outside and
Yeah.
spray down? Yeah, me too. When I did. I'm talking about like the people that like sit in their house and like chain smoke and whatever, do you, that's your decision. But like those are the people that I can smell. That is the type of smoke smell that I can smell. Not like your smoker, but like the people that smoke.
Yeah. See, we have a sunroom that we don't keep the doors open at all to come to our house, and then it's wide open. So I sit out there.
when I finished, when I was like right at the end when I was a smoker.
Oh, Amber said she can confirm I do not smell like smoke. Thank you, Amber.
Putting my hair up in like towels. I was like covering myself up so I could smoke a cigarette because I didn't want to smell like cigarettes anymore. And then you like Febreze your whole self and use one of these.
Well, okay, like perfect example. I was even a smoker my whole life. My parents smoked, but the kind of smoke that I'm talking about is, do you remember when you could smoke in bars and you would go out all night
yeah.
and you could come home, you could shower, you could change your clothes, you could wash your hair 3 times and you still just smelled like that bar smoke, like just so much smoke.
Right. And even if, I smoked and it's still, or
Yeah.
even concerts. The worst concert for me was Pink Floyd back in the 80s. Because I feel like I smelled like every kind of cigarette, every kind of pot, every kind of everything.
Oh yeah,
And
that
it was
Tech
so
9 for
disgusting.
me. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like a really heavy stale smoke.
Yeah, Mel, like a casino.
Yeah, like
Sam,
a
you're real
casino
muffled,
or a bar.
just so you know.
You're gonna have to yell.
I'm gonna have to yell. I'll put my earpiece back in. I just didn't. Well, after I unwrap all this stuff, I don't want you guys to hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can hear you now better.
If I yell too hard, I'll lose my voice. Did I miss anything today on TikTok?
I feel like I missed so much.
I don't think you have. Okay. Same old, different day, different people.
I heard that Brittany Shan does not have a warrant for her arrest. She's very proud of that. That's what I heard. She's very excited that she does not have a warrant, and so I'm excited for her.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, only cost her $7,000.
That's what she paid for her attorney.
Yeah.
I did hear Dodge say today he got fired.
He got fired?
He did confirm he got fired.
What was the reasoning?
For using that kratom.
Didn't he just tell you and Brittany yesterday or something that he did not get fired?
I don't remember him specifically telling me that, but
I just watched like a replay of it and he went on for like 30 minutes about how he absolutely did not get fired and people just Yeah, to you and Brittany. And people just were hearing, just assuming. That's what he kept saying. People are just assuming.
No, he said he got fired because I guess somebody called his job and said he was using kratom, and kratom is illegal in Louisiana.
Well, he was doing that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But I guess he's an adult man and he's going to make his own decisions.
Man, he's got a lot of problems racking up in like every area of his life.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's a calm situation. It doesn't seem like it's. He's like, I'm stressed. It seems stressed. If it were me, I'd be very stressed.
Yeah.
So, but he might be the kind of guy that those people that can like do some shit, and they just seem to always get away. You know what I mean? Like they just run right up to the edge of the cliff, and then for some reason they stop and they're fine. They work their way out of it. He might be that guy. I don't know. I don't know how, but I'm interested to see.
Right. Like, I don't know. If I just had all those problems going on in my life, I would try to like pause or something. I mean,
Right.
you would think it would be stressful.
I know, but where do you start? Where would you start?
Well,
I was thinking about this last night. Like, I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about his like conundrum puzzle, and I was like, all right, if it were me, where would I start with solving each issue? And I couldn't figure. I don't know where I would start. And now, no job. Where do you start?
well, I would probably start by stopping some things that maybe were contributing to that. That's
Right.
just me.
Well, or if, let's say, kratom got him let go, I don't think I'd be bragging on lives that I'm taking kratom.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? Because eventually, I think it'll come to a point where I know employers do it now, but I think it's going to come more where employers are going to start searching you on TikTok. I know they have done it for years on Facebook, to see what kind of person you are.
But he does own his narcissistic tendencies. So I don't know.
Well, I just hate to see anybody ever make bad decisions that can affect their career.
Yeah, because I mean, all things aside on Dodge, like he does like what he does, and it seems like he's a good captain. He definitely has a passion for it. You would think.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about being a seaman. But
Oh my.
I don't know. I'm gonna bring you closer.
But you can tell like that is what he loves to do. It's not just like a job that he took. Like that is his career. That is like his passion.
Right.
And you hate to see somebody shut that down. I mean, I don't know how big that industry is, but
I think it's probably pretty big, but what, this is now his second or third, I don't want to misspeak, but his second or third job that he has lost. I mean, one right after another.
Yeah.
Oh, did he get fired from the last job?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't know for
Wasn't that
sure.
the temporary agency?
I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Like, that's why I said 2, maybe 3. I'm not sure.
This can't be that difficult. I don't know. Probably justice.
I'm trying to even think. I think I've only had, let's see, 1, 2.
Hey, Goose.
I've only had 3 jobs in my career, except for the part-time one at where I told you about, Tracy. Other than that, I've always worked places a long time.
I was fired one time.
He said it, Goose. He said it in a live today.
Is Goose upset about something today?
Yeah, he's like, who told y'all he got fired?
I
Here he
guess
comes to defend him.
I'll let Bella up or invite her. Is she trying to request? I just see her pop up in the box and it says invite.
I haven't seen her.
Oh, she's like, you know how the people come in the live and then it says invite? I thought it said.
Oh, that happened Saturday night, and it took me a little while to realize they weren't requesting.
Oh.
I realized it right as I hit invite on AFF Go Bright, and then I felt bad, and so I messaged him, and I was like, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what you're saying, Goose. Nobody's saying anyone's upset.
Goose, you don't have to get mad about everything, okay? You don't have
Nobody's
to get
upset. We're just having fun here, Goose.
We're just talking about current events. Calm down.
Goose is so funny.
And we're putting a bed frame together.
No one's mad. You asked, we answered. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you don't have to be upset, Goose. It's okay. We're just talking about current events.
Goose, I'm not letting you up. We'll see if you can behave in the comments.
I was gonna say let him up. Sometimes Goose is funny when he's really upset about something that should not be that upset.
All right. Of course, he's requesting again. Shocker.
Come on up, Goose.
From what it sounded like, you said I was upset. I was like, what?
No, you commented. You commented something about someone being upset. You said how. I don't know.
How am I upset? My first
No,
comment was asking.
Your comments never make sense.
your comment, I would have to scroll up, but it said, how is
He
that?
said he was fired.
How is,
Was my first comment, and that was the question. I haven't been on here all day long. I don't get on here. I have work to do.
We must have the
But
same.
you guys are talking about. He popped up on my For You page, so I was like, wait, what?
We must have the same TikTok schedule.
I work also all day. I just happened to listen today when I was on lunch.
No, a minute ago, Sam said it was Goose upset, and I heard you say something about, yeah, he asked the question. I'm like,
Oh, maybe
what?
he's being sarcastic.
Oh no, I said he asked the question, why is whatever I just read. I'm sorry, but I'm
Chrissy out here starting rumors.
no ma'am.
I guess all it's how we get in trouble, Chrissy. It's all Chrissy's fault.
No, it's not ever my fault, so don't even try that.
No, I did see a video. Someone posted the video of him saying it.
Oh, see, I haven't even
No, I didn't know. I
scrolled. I was stuck on Gigi's baking.
He was like walking around talking to GOP, I think.
I wonder
No,
if
I was
GOP
just
is the one that
scrolling
called
on
him.
your page and saw you got that video from your live. And I heard you talking about it, and I was like, wait, what? You did?
I definitely
I
don't.
didn't know about it.
I definitely don't need the box spring.
That's what I was thinking.
You were correct. I think this is going to be way too tall if I put the box springs on top of it.
Right, I think you should ditch the box spring.
I don't think I'm going to have a choice. I don't think my parents are going to be able to get up in the bed if I put them both up there. Well, that's something.
Heather, I don't know who you are. I've seen you, and that's about it.
Is everybody getting along now? It looked like everybody was having a hair braiding live earlier.
I know, I need like new stats.
I know. Like, are Easton and Laura best friends again?
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh. Is Brittany and Diane sober?
no.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. variety. I think her and Laura being friends, that might be, that's probably helpful in the world of the road.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with a lot of all that. So
Does anybody?
no, I mean I haven't seen a whole lot. I've been going to bed a little early.
Me too. The daylight savings time is like messing me up.
I've been messed up ever since it changed. So it's not just me.
Right.
Ugh.
I get really moody with daylight saving time. What's the problem? I get really moody with daylight saving, or after daylight saving. So I'm gonna be itchy for like the next 4 minutes. How long is daylight saving? 6 months?
Oh, Bella, Jesus Christ Superstar has asked that you unblock her to avoid eternal damnation. Jesus Christ Superstar is a really cool person. Hey, Aunt Coco. Oh, geez, a 3-hour time difference?
That is going to be rough.
Where?
Courtney's going to have a 3-hour difference in Alaska when she goes to Alaska.
What is she going to Alaska for?
I'm not sure.
I'd go for the snow.
Well, if I were her, I wouldn't even say why I was going.
Why is this not going?
What up?
There's Bella.
Hi, Bella.
Hey, Bella.
What you doing?
I'm putting a bed frame together, but this spoon's not fitting, and I don't know if it's the screw or the hole. Probably screw, because,
Are you doing that all by yourself?
Yeah, they want to do this. I don't let them do these projects, though. Just in my way.
Courtney
I
said
barely hear
she's
you now.
going.
What the heck?
Courtney said she's going to Alaska to see her daughter for the week of Thanksgiving.
Oh. What's the weather like there right now? I went to Alaska in the summertime.
Probably like Canada. 'Cause Alaska's above us.
What's the weather up there? You're not really Canadian, Bella.
Huh?
You're not really Canadian.
I'm not really Canadian?
No.
I'd agree. I'd fit right in the United States. I'm such an asshole, right, Sam?
Yeah.
No. Well,
Makes everybody off guard. They're like, oh, she's Canadian. What's your accent? That's dead too.
oh shit, there's already snow there.
Where you are?
There's already snow in Alaska. My friend Susie,
You're in the south part of
I haven't
Canada.
talked to her in a bit though.
Do you speak French? Bella.
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 I think she has internet issues.
Parlez-vous français?
Say about. Yeah, but you guys say, oh, sure. Like we say sure, but you guys say sure. So it's the same thing like with the Canadian where we say about, what sounds like about.
About.
But Americans say sure instead of sure. It's kind of like the same thing.
Sure.
Hey, Bella, I'm going to describe something to you, and I want you to say the word because it's pronounced two different ways, apparently, depending on where in Canada you live. But what would you call a sticker that you put on a car?
A car sticker.
What else is it called?
DECAL.
Oh, decal.
Decal. I love it.
Oh, that's cute.
We
What
call
the
them
heck?
decals. They're called decals. The first time
No
someone said
fucking
that,
way.
they asked me where the decals were. I was like, what did you call me? What the fuck?
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
decals. I think that is just the funniest word.
Sure the way. Here's hang up. Yeah.
How are things on your side of TikTok?
Oh fuck. Always messy.
Hmm.
Where are you at right now? TikTok? Is that for the?
On this page, anyway. I go on other pages and do other shit.
I was gonna say I don't know where you're causing trouble right now.
Say what?
I don't know where you're causing trouble right now.
No. It's nothing like this, Sam. It's much different. I do different niches on other pages. Way more fun and not as personal as Messy Talk is.
Are you on TikTok?
Sorry?
Are you on TikTok?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to know.
And it's staying that way. Because it's been great ever since. I'm doing my own thing.
I don't want to know.
It's nothing bad. It's all good.
I'm doing good. Getting there.
Is that for your new mattress?
No, it's for the spare bedroom. That's what my parents say when they come visit.
Oh, for
So
Brittany.
Brittany sleeps upstairs. Her bedroom's upstairs.
Oh, okay. That's
So
the guest
Brittany has,
bedroom.
yeah, Brittany has her own room. I do not
is
want her
this
sleeping.
is
That
this
shares a wall with our bedroom. So
yes, okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Is this the bedroom downstairs that was just redone, like the ceiling?
yes, yep, this is the one. So it shares a wall with our bedroom, which it's like super insulated, and the wall is much thicker. So you really can't hear anything in the next bedroom, but
Well, of
So
all
Brittany's
places,
upstairs and you're downstairs?
yeah, when she comes to stay, her bedroom's upstairs. So if she doesn't want to come downstairs or doesn't want to like associate with us, she can just go up in her own little room and stay up there. It's like a little apartment area up there. She's got
Oh,
her
I
own.
was like, because I'm trying to understand the layout. Because how I understand most houses is there's a main floor and then upstairs is the bedrooms.
Okay, we have 3 bedrooms down here and then 2 bedrooms upstairs.
Mm,
And so she has a bedroom upstairs. That way, when she comes to visit and she
that's
doesn't feel like
good.
hanging out, she doesn't have to. She could just kind of decompress,
Yeah,
do whatever she wants. So, but we
nice and
usually just stay
private.
on the couch. Yeah, we usually just stay on the couch and in our pajamas when she comes, or in bathing suits. We don't do anything except just hang out. So
Is she coming to visit you soon?
I hope so.
are you ever
Lucy
gonna go
really,
there?
yes, I am going to go there.
Cool.
Yep, just a little bit harder for me. Um, why is that bed frame not? Why is that headboard not fit?
Because you raised it up, you're gonna have to raise the headboard.
No, it's not wide enough.
Oh,
Got
But
a whole
it,
different set of issues.
but the headboard usually isn't as wide as the.
Well, how do you attach it?
Oh.
does it attach on the inside?
Yeah, that part you always have to measure when you're ordering. I had the same thing happen.
I didn't do that.
Well,
Oh
can you
well.
just attach it to the wall, the headboard to the wall, and just
Yeah, that's what
because,
I'm gonna do.
yeah.
I'm just gonna pin it in place with the mattress. You know what I mean? Just my parents are not
Well,
coming here and getting their freak on.
but that doesn't work very well when you're trying to lean against it. If the bed remotely even moves a little bit, eventually it'll move. I'm only telling you because that's what, when it happened to me, I tried doing that.
Just put some really good double-sided
Yeah.
mounting tape on the back. It'll stay.
No, my parents aren't doing anything when they come and stay in this bedroom.
That you know of.
They better not be. My dad, my
Sorry.
dad uses, my dad uses a CPAP machine. I think we're okay. I guess I could get freaky. Well, they better not in my bedroom. I get mad. What is? All right, now it's this thing. Does this work? I don't know how I feel about this. Okay.
Where did you order that bed from?
The bed. Oh, okay. So we
Like,
had the mattress. Here's the mattress. So we had the mattress, which
mm-hmm.
is leaned up against the wall. I just ordered that headboard off Amazon. Oh, Walmart. I ordered that headboard off Walmart.com because I needed something that was super like neutral, and I'm not paying a lot of money right now for this stuff because nobody like my parents are the only people that come in here and use this room. And I ordered that. I ordered the frame off Amazon. But this is our old mattress, so
Oh, the frame and the headboard were not from the
Okay,
same
wait a minute, wait a minute.
manufacturer?
Is there, you said it's
correct.
a platform bed.
I don't know,
So,
Tracy. I did not say that. Tracy said that.
okay, wait a minute, because if you don't have something to put the top, yeah, that's not gonna, you're gonna have to put a box
She's
frame.
got, no, she's got bars that are going to go across it.
It's still, it'll start to sink.
I don't care.
Okay. It's, okay.
She's gonna figure out a way. If there's not a will, there's a way.
Right.
Well, I can
Hey,
tell, well, we added wood across all of it on
I'm
our
not
spare
going to.
bedroom.
I'm not doing all that.
Okay.
I don't understand what this thing's for. What is this for? Hold on. Where's the directions? Why is
That's
this one thick?
for,
Why is this one thicker? It's 1C, a center slat. Where to, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, I see. Okay. Shut up, Ellen.
you're doing great.
You should make
Thanks.
a series you doing this.
What? That doesn't look like it's gonna, that doesn't look right.
Trust the process.
I'm trying.
Yeah, keep an open mind, Sam.
Shut up, Bella.
Don't be so
Maybe that,
narcissistic.
maybe that, hold on. Let me read the directions here. Oh, look. There's specific what? Oh, I had to put a screw in. Let's start with that. Let's start with that. Oh, there's a big screw for that middle bar. Okay. I'm doing it.
Is it an Allen key or?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Allen wrench.
okay.
It says specifically do not use, is there not a nut or something that goes with this? I can't use a screwdriver, but I always break that rule. That's okay.
Sometimes we
Where's the
have to
hole?
break rules.
All the
Okay.
time. You know me, Bella. We're trying to, Bella and I are trying to figure out who we feel like Sassy might be bored.
Hey, Chucky.
Oh, is she?
No, I don't know. I feel like that. Don't you feel like that, Bella? That our little
Um,
sa
Sassy's always got something going on from what I can see.
Okay, well, I'm bored with what Sassy's got going on.
I know, same.
Okay.
Like she should come over to this side because there's lots going on.
I know.
I
I
agree.
know. I feel like we didn't get enough of her. Not Aveline. Aveline was funny when she pulled Aveline, but I just really feel like she should come over here and just troll people. You know what I mean? Like if she
Hmm.
trolled Dodge, that would be awesome.
Oh fuck! I would pay for that. I would pay
I
for that.
know.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
That would
Just
be funny.
just to hear her crash out and lecture Dodge with all of her feelings. I love it.
Yes. Oh, that'd be amazing.
About doing
Okay.
the right thing and being a good person.
I
Or
think we
like,
have to kind of like let people know what kind of relationship you and I have on TikTok, Sam, because I think some people are confused.
we're in love.
No,
People are
Yes,
very confused.
no, it's
we're in,
no.
we're in love.
It's a
She's not going to
love-hate
tell you.
relationship. It's a love-hate relationship, okay? So like 1 minute we'll be nasty to each other, and the next minute we'll be like, hey, all nice to each other.
Yeah,
Stockholm syndrome.
yeah. That's what Bella and I have. 100%.
It's therapeutic, I find.
I think so. I don't understand this at all right now.
Okay, do you want me to make a sound to help you sing? Mm.
Yeah. Where's Wyatt? I don't understand. I don't understand this at all.
Where are the men to help?
I don't want any men to help me with I think this is the way that it goes. Hold on. I think I got it. I think I got it. I don't need stinking men to help me build stuff. This isn't, I don't think this is right though.
Did the instructions come with pictures
Yes, Bella.
too?
It did.
Okay.
Okay. It. I think I figured it out. I think that's the way. The way, the
Ian,
truth,
knock it
and the
off.
light. You telling me to knock it off?
No, no, no. Sorry, I'm talking to someone else.
Oh, it's like what? I didn't even do anything yet. Um, I don't like that people. Do you know who I did hear? I overheard Brittany Cheyenne talking about you and me, and I thought that that was amazing because she would like she's got us figured out, Bella.
Who?
Brittany Cheyenne, she's got us figured out.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. What's
Yeah.
how's that? How?
Um, I'm scared of you. I think you're using me for what I don't know. Um,
Yeah, no.
I'm scared of you. You would destroy me. Okay, that's
Oh,
probably
here comes
true.
the conspiracy theories.
I know. I know. It was a setup the whole time. I don't think that came from Brittany Cheyenne. She can't think that deep.
Yeah.
It was a setup the whole time. We needed you to come save us. Um,
I secretly hate Sam.
yes, that's the other one.
Or
Tracy,
what word did she use?
I don't know what word she used, but
They are late to the
Secretly,
party.
that apparently whatever Tracy and I have on each other is so bad.
we're
We have to remain.
blackmailing each other. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we have to
blackmailing each
remain.
other
We
into
have
a
to remain
friendship.
friends. Hey, babe. Okay.
I mean, it's just a theory until she proves it, right? So we'll wait.
Yeah, we might get one. Like she might. We have to wait till she goes out in our garage.
I don't understand like when people always say that about like other people in friendships, especially on TikTok. Like, what do they have on each other? Like, it couldn't possibly that like
We're just
couldn't
friends,
possibly be we're actual friends.
right? Could not, because we're so different. People. That's. I don't know. I love the conspiracy that they're like they just hate each other and they've got shit. What Tracy's got shit on Sam. If you have it, I'd like to hear it at this point, Tracy.
Right, right.
I'd even let you go public with it.
I'll expose you someday.
Okay,
Yeah, guys, it's not like that anymore. It's not 2021.
I
I
know.
don't know why they're like, yeah, like they're like we're going into 2026 now. Holy fuck.
I know.
Right. It just seems so immature. Like we've been doing this for so many years. It's just so immature. Like to
And
see them at that level.
I think the funniest part for me is that these people are saying stuff like the fact that Sam sits with Tracy after making that video about her, or the fact that yeah, Sam Tracy sits with Sam after Sam made that video about her, or Sam sitting with Tracy after y'all literally have done so much nasty shit to each other, and you're right back. The boxes today were hilarious. The boxes today, East and Laura making up is going to be the end of me.
Are they really comparing what the OGs have gone through in 2021 to what they are doing to each other right now? Current?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Well, if they really want to compare.
yes, right. And Brittany Cheyenne is acting, speaking. She got the 10 foot tall drinking Rand, you know, and
Nice.
then she starts talking because she's a big girl. She's got us all figured out.
Hmm.
I would say that this is by far a lot worse than 2021. Oh yeah.
What part
Where do I start? Where do I
that you
start?
that you and I are a lot worse than
No, 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 no,
2021?
no. Like with just everything that's circulating, right? There's a lot more people involved, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So, there's a lot more CPS calls. There's a lot more warrants out there. There's a lot more.
Oh yeah, like a lot more messy, dirty shit. Yeah, I agree with you
Yeah.
there.
This is a lot more than what we all went through in 2021.
we were just mean as hell to each other.
Oh yeah,
Just
savages,
wild.
savages.
But I was never worried about like Bella would threaten to like contact. She like I want to speak to Benny. Get Benny on here. I was never once concerned that Bella was going to be like calling him to tattle on me. It was never like even I'm not concerned now about anybody doing that, but it was not a thought in my mind that Bella would do that. She would just troll me on Instagram.
But the
and demand to speak to him because
Yeah,
she had a complaint she wanted to file.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
because you kept running. So I'm like, if Sam's gonna run for me, then let's see if Vinny will come through.
You dirty bitch. Like whenever I go to make a video, like the TikTok videos of like, what is one thing that lives rent free in your head? It's Bella, you dirty bitch.
Whenever I hear that, that's all I can hear is Tara. Remember
Grow?
Tara? Yeah, yeah.
What, her like motherfucker or whatever?
No. When she imitates it, she does it.
Oh.
It's so funny.
I just think, I mean, I just couldn't imagine trying to ever call somebody's job or the things I'm seeing people do. To me, that's just insane behavior.
Well, we're dealing with people who don't have shit to lose. I mean,
Well, that's
Are you talking about what they're saying about Dodge today?
no, just I'm talking in general, just things people do to each other.
Yeah.
I think
I
the
mean,
frivolous federal lawsuits is right up there too.
right. No, I agree, but I'm just saying, calling people's moms, contacting, stuff like that is just, like what they did to Brittany. Craig calling her mom or texting or what, that is insane behavior.
well, I don't know if it's insane. More of like,
Well, you get what I mean.
yeah, well, no, like weak behavior. If Brittany is hurting your feelings so bad as a man that you gotta call her mom, you know what I mean? Maybe you should reevaluate yourself. I don't know. Just a thought. To find out that Greg was doing it is wild to me. I did not know it was. Oh my god, my God! I didn't know that it was Craig doing it. I thought it was Laura.
No, I knew it was Craig the whole time, just like we knew that Austin was the guardian.
I didn't. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I don't know anything. That's the problem, and everybody thinks I know everything.
That
No,
is true. That is true. Sam is
clueless.
willfully.
It's not willful. I try to figure it out. Like, how many times have you been like, you're wrong? And I'm like, no, I got it.
Sometimes when I want to make a mess, I tell Sam that she's right over the target on bad
Oh.
information that she has.
And I'm so far away. I'm miles away.
I'm curious as to where it came from, and I'm going to guess east on how Dodge allegedly got let go or fired from his job.
Well, there was some talk about that just now, and I think Dodge came in here actually.
Yeah, but it was spoken about earlier today for quite some time.
Right. And they've been saying that and said that like it was from a reliable source. Dodge, I guess, admitted it today in a live. But yeah, I'm curious of how they knew beforehand as well.
Well, it's very telling, right?
Right?
It would be really telling on
To have
maybe
that
there's someone in
information
that
before anyone else did.
exactly that they're just telling on themselves, right?
Right.
Like from a boat captain then?
There's no way that would come up on a background report right away, for one. So even if East were to say, I pulled a background report, a background check, it would not show up that quickly. So if someone is insinuating that Dodge allegedly lost his job or got fired, that would mean that someone from that side told her, or she did, place the call and influence that to be done.
Well, don't they all have to be on the call together? Like East has to be on a call with whoever, and so
Kind of like a three-way.
yeah, they do it. I mean, it's come out so much here lately about all those calls.
Yeah. But that
So
okay, so then they say that Dodge admitted it, but Dodge is denying it in his lives, right?
about getting fired? No, he admitted today he got fired.
But he's
Dodge is
been
denying that he got let go.
Oh no, earlier today. Well, maybe he was lying. Maybe I don't know.
no earlier, like yesterday. He wasn't out denying it. He was doing the workplace thing. So if you count him off, like he did not lose his job, or it was like a contract, and so the contract was that. It was like kind of stuff like that. He was insinuating he did not get fired, but today he went on live and said he did get fired.
Well,
Because of kratom, but he's not going to stop taking kratom.
he pays a service to find him employment, though.
Yeah, he's like, I think he's got.
So how does that make sense?
I think he does both. I think he was like working for the boat, but also like as a backup, as like a temp agency
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I just hope that nobody loses their job over TikTok. Like, if people are calling people's jobs over TikTok, then you're pathetic.
Well, and I was going to say, like, isn't this the second or third time that he has lost a job, like, consistently?
Yeah, but he doesn't seem to care. Yeah.
The way I see it is, as long as you're not putting other employees in harm or becoming a liability to the company or under the like things like that, right, that are unethical and goes against the company's policies, then other than that, I don't see any other reason to call on somebody for them to lose their job, right?
Agreed, but he is also in a position because he is a captain, right? He is responsible for others' lives and equipment. Like, I get it, but I totally agree. Like, but also he's got a psychotic ex-wife that is going to try to sabotage his life no matter what.
I mean,
And
I guess
when
it
you're under
depends on
that
what their
kind of-
complaint was, right? Does anyone know what their complaint was?
He was
I
doing
don't.
kratom. He was
Yeah,
in,
I'll figure out what's going on. Like, no.
Dodge said he was doing kratom.
Doing what?
He's taking kratom.
Kratom, isn't that like a juice like to pump yourself or something?
No, it's
Or is it no creatine? I was thinking about creatine. Sorry.
yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Creatine.
Sorry.
no, it's there are different versions of it out there on the market. I'm not an expert, but part of it has become illegal in a lot of the United States. And, he was on lives doing it. But here's another possibility if it wasn't somebody calling. It could be the people he worked with, maybe. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? There's possibilities, but I just think that if that's what did get him laid off or fired, I would say if I were him, I would not do it on lives and talk about it.
I don't think
Be-
so. Who's squeaking the squeaky toy, Bella?
It's Liam. You know how it is.
I don't.
He just finished eating dinner, and after dinner, every day after dinner, this is how he is. He'll play with his stuffies and squeak them.
No, it feels like it's solid, but I don't.
You built that together already?
Yeah, I'm like Bob the Builder. That's why I don't.
Damn.
Hey, Sam, have Benny lay on that bed for a nap or something before somebody else does.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see.
No.
No, I don't mean on camera. I don't mean on camera. I mean before somebody else sleeps on it.
My husband in bed.
No. I didn't mean that at all.
I'm just kidding.
You got to test it out. Make sure nobody falls through it.
I don't think.
Well,
I'll make him take a nap on it. My issue is I need a bed.
wasn't she?
I'm gonna need a bed skirt. That's my problem. And then
What size is that, queen or king?
it's a king.
Yes.
I like for my parents to sleep well when they come here. so that my mom will just stay and cook for me. You know, but Maryland has a light. Whatever.
So what? So sorry, Sam. I can barely hear you, love. But so what was it that Dodger's taking? I'm trying to understand what it is.
Kratom, Kratom.
It's like a synthetic opiate. Well, not synthetic. It's from like a leaf, a plant. But it's similar to opiates. It has the same effect.
Kratom.
Yeah, they're making it illegal in like all the states here.
Yeah, because they're adding stuff to it. Tracy, you might know more because I remember we were all talking about it in a live one night. Like something 70, if that's added to it or something.
Some kind of chemical, 7-OH.
Yes, thank you.
And yeah, I don't
What's
think
the
like
purpose of
they're
taking it?
making. I don't think they're making kratom illegal. I think they're making like that 7-OH illegal. But again, that's dependent on each state. I don't know.
Well, he said that I guess this is what he said in Dodge said in his live, and I'm not, trying to create drama. He said kratom is illegal in Louisiana. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what he said, and he said that's why he was let go.
Then why would he like be so open about taking it on live and at work at
Right. That's what I'm saying.
if it's illegal? Like that's wild.
It's legal in Canada, but
Yeah,
it does
you guys
say
got-
that it's a botanical substance coming from the plant. Okay.
Don't you guys
Yeah,
have like a lot of illegal stuff?
Do you guys want to see something that's really funny? That I think is very funny.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna switch my camera on. Vinny had this mattress. He had bought this mattress before we had gotten together. So he bought this mattress by himself, okay, without me. I just want you to see the brand of the mattress, and
Okay.
I think it's hilarious. I don't know how to turn my camera on. Hold on, I'm figuring it out. Effects.
Crystal says kratom is illegal in Louisiana as of August 2025, according to Google.
Ooh, that's very recent. It does create like a high though, from what I'm reading. And if there is evidence that he was in
Oh my
motorizing the
gosh,
boat,
Sam. Ego.
That's a good brand.
That's funny.
But yeah, if
He's
he's trying to operate a boat and he's taking illegal substances, why wouldn't he get fired?
That would be enough reason. Yep.
I don't. He and I are gonna have a long conversation about this when he gets off the phone because I'm starting to. I don't know. I feel like I better been the
Defend.
only. I better have been the only bitch in this bed. This this mofo got a big
Uh,
ego.
it
Oh,
was so
okay,
funny
Giggles.
when I was in Dodge's live earlier, and Augie and I were kind of like cracking some jokes. And she said it was right after you left, Sam, and she was like, "Stop being the older sister that bullies," and I was like, "Stop being the younger, easy sister that sleeps with everyone's husband."
What did she say?
Nothing. And then I got bored, and then I had to dip. I was like, okay, well that died fast.
We got oddly territorial when she was like, "Yeah, Bella and I are BPD sisters," and I was like, "That is just not your sister. She's not your sister." I got irritated when she was saying that. I was like, "That girl's not your sister."
Well, she said it today. That's why I thought it was weird. She said, "Stop being the older sister that bullies," and I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to go with it. Stop being the younger, easy sister that sleeps with everyone's husbands. But Sam, on that note, like if you had to take a bet, if it was Augie and I against each other, who would you think would win?
Augie and you against each other?
Yeah,
Oh my God, Augie would be in a mental institution in about 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
really?
That's not even. Yeah, that's not even a fair fight, Bella. That's not.
I know. I said that to her once upon a time.
It's not a fair fight at all. Actually, uh, I could potentially get on the opposite side of you if I felt like you were going a little too hard. I'd be like, "This girl, you need help." Whoever you're going against, like, "Oh, you need help." But
Yeah.
no offense, Bella, but um, yeah, no, she could not handle that. Bless her heart. But there's grown men that can't handle you, Bella. What are you talking about?
You never know, though. Augie's always up to something, so I have to ask.
Yeah, she's not coming. She's not coming at you. She's not. If she tried, she would have to. She would try to recruit other people to come at you. She wouldn't do
She
it herself.
she she's. It's weird because she says that I'm up to something, right? Which I am. Everybody fucking knows that. It's not fucking.
Yeah,
Like it's
Not
out there,
cracking any
but
codes.
I'm not like it's. And I told Augie this. I said it's nothing bad, okay? And then there's no bad people on my side. So what are you worried for?
right.
So I said, just drop it. Just leave it alone. Because if you try to get involved, you're just going to create a big fucking mess like you have with everywhere else that you've gone and with everyone else that you've been involved with. It's
Well,
not
I'm
wanted
sure
here.
she's scared that her noodles are going to be leaked.
Well,
Well,
okay.
Augie said herself too, like, there's nothing more now with Augie. Like it's all been said and done. I think she should just move on and continue doing her Augie investigations with other things, but it's not wanted over here because she fails at it on my side. Very paranoid about a lot of things, and I even told her, I said, I'm not entertaining this with you. And you know how I am, Sam. I don't like that.
Yeah,
So
you don't do well with that stuff. Like if you don't want, if it's too much, it's information that's not relevant to you. You don't have a lot of patience for it. But that's why, I mean, I was searching my messages today because I thought it would be funny to be like, um, let's just pretend people are get on this app and they're like, oh, the messages that Sam sent me about Bella, blah 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 blah, and I was gonna be like, oh yeah, let's see if you're telling the truth. Um, answer is no. However, so I just searched the name Bella, and Bella, the stuff that like is said about you in the text are like, oh, Bella's entered the chat, ha ha ha, like so and so not ready for Bella, here she comes. Like, there's been nothing but like, oh shit, Bella's in there. Oh yeah,
yeah,
Bella teaming up with Augie. That's not gonna go good for Augie. Like,
yeah. I don't pay any attention to that either. I don't care for that stuff. I don't need people tooting my horn or anything like that, right?
right,
Like that's not what I'm here for. Like, and I told you that I'm not the type of person to go against my opponent and tear them down to the point where like, ha ha ha, I'm the fucking winner, like no.
right.
Like I will extend my hand and I will help you up and just brawl it out and then brush our shoulders off and move on. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, no, I just thought it was funny because I was like, oh, I've never actually searched the name Bella in my text before. And there's some Bellas in there that are not you, but it was the stuff that were like, oh, like shit, Bella just entered their chat, like and lives and stuff. But it's like not anything bad. So I'm like, but you can tell nothing's gonna shock Bella, honestly.
no,
If I had said
no,
anything bad about Bella, it's not gonna shock her.
no. Yeah, I know. I've read a couple comments where some people are like, Bella was talking shit about Sam, or Sam was talking shit about Bella, and it's like, what the fuck are you even talking? Like, did that happen, or are you like new around here? Again,
Right,
like, I think just some people just draw conclusions of their own based from face value because they don't understand the depth of it, right?
right.
But
They also
that's okay.
they get very paranoid too, right? Like, do they hate each other? Do they like each other? If they're not hating each other, who are they getting ready to go after? What's going on? Then they just drive themselves crazier in their own mind. And Bella and I would not have to do much or anything at all because they're driving themselves crazy with trying to figure out what we're up to when we're not up to actually anything.
I think it's funny.
I
It's
think it's,
comical.
yeah, the fear that the combination of Sam Bella Bella Sam is hysterical to me. I'm like,
I wonder where it comes from, though.
I don't know. Oh, just lore, old lore. People have heard the stories. People have heard the stories, right?
The
And then they
tales have been told.
the lore of Sam and Bella, Bella and Sam.
Well, that and there's still like Instagram highlights. So
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh, thanks, Giggles. I'm gonna go check it out. By the way, I'm a huge fan, girl.
Well, and I think what's,
Hey, giggles.
silly to me is anytime either one of you are brought up together, all the weird people have to bring up every negative thing instead of the positive things you two do together.
We don't do
You know,
anything
where
positive together,
you,
though.
well, but not things you do together, but that you get in boxes together, you discuss things like adults. You, neither one of you, in my life, really scream at each other anymore.
No, actually, I did take up. I had this conversation with Sam in the DMs earlier, but I told her I'm in therapy. I've been in therapy now for, gosh, almost a year, and it's done me really good.
Well, I
She's
think
I
she's
took her advice, and it's done me really good.
that's what she said. She said I took your advice. I went to therapy. I was like, I can tell. I can tell.
amazing shit.
therapy's good for everybody.
It's definitely good for me when it comes to Bella.
Yeah, I got. I'm going through two different community resources, 12 free sessions each, and so I alternate the weeks between the two of them. So I'm in therapy once a week, every week. It's great. I love it. I love my therapist especially with the one resource. She's amazing. I think she's the best out of all GTA.
I did
But
that
if
too, having two
I
different
don't think
therapists.
so. Can you let me know if this is too high though for my parents? I'll turn the camera the other way because I don't want
You
Bella
have to
seeing
sit
you
on
in
it so
bed.
we can see where your foot's
Oh,
hanging.
Yeah,
hold on.
go stand next to it,
Okay,
Sam. We know how tall
oh,
you
this is.
are.
Hold on. He's not gonna come in yet. I know, but I'm short.
Yeah,
If you
that's
I
can,
want you to hold on. I'm gonna
fine.
address Vinny about the bed now. I'm gonna let y'all listen to him because
Okay.
I'm all right. But I'm gonna turn the camera so he's up there because he's not wearing much clothes. Come
Okay.
here and look at this is the bed you purchased. Come over here. The camera's facing away, so you
this
don't have
is
to
the
worry about it.
bed you purchased and I put
This is the bed that
together.
you purchased. This was before me. Okay?
Before me.
Before me. You purchased this mattress before I came into your life. Yes. You did not just buy this.
Oh, it's an old
Oh,
mattress.
you know.
Okay.
I was like, guys, he bought this mattress before me. Look at the name of this mattress. He knew. He's like, it's
Okay,
an
now I'm
ego
understanding.
mattress. You think he's got a big ego. I don't know what to tell you. But really? What did we do with the oh, now I feel dumb. You're right. Never mind. We bought it together. We bought it together.
Son of a
That's
bitch.
even worse. I didn't pick it out though. Vinny picked out the mattress that says ego. Yeah, we do need a bed skirt. I said that earlier. You don't listen to me when I talk, babe. I did say we need a bed skirt. So we have a mattress. I was here when we purchased it and it says ego. So everybody called me a narcissist. Might be true.
Yeah, there you go. There's your proof.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of those.
Can
But
you
we
take
can't.
can you take the topper off the mattress and then it lowers it a little?
I can take the topper. I know. I don't know what I did here. What wrong? I might be able to take the two. We got a 2-inch memory foam on top of it.
Can you
Right.
just raise the headboard?
As what?
You raise the headboard?
I'm not asking you if it looks right. I'll decide that. And it doesn't look right. Huh? It can't just sit on the floor. No, we can't just build anything around it. I don't know what to do with that now. I've already opened it up.
Is the mattress sinking in when he lays on it?
No, the mattress has been sinking. It's just like 4 feet off the floor. He
Like,
said
does
it's
he have to
really
lift
high.
himself up to get on it?
Yeah,
Okay, then your parents are probably going to be doing the same thing.
right. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Bitch. I just did
Yeah,
all
you're
that
going
for
to have to
nothing.
lower it a bit. Yeah.
I don't think he can. It's just I know. That's what they said your
Goose
parents aren't gonna be
though.
able to get to.
When did Goose leave?
I don't know.
He dropped a while,
He
Teresa.
said that he'd be back later.
Oh.
Ditch the box spring and get a board.
I
I don't
don't
know.
think you need a board under there.
What if I just got step stools, like
They're
made
making
steps?
mattresses now
Yeah,
where you
but
don't even need box springs.
They
That's
are.
what I told her. I know that mattress does not need a box spring.
There's no box
Yeah.
spring. There's no box
If
spring underneath
okay,
it. It's
Oh.
just a mattress. There's no box spring. That's just the mattress.
okay.
And then there's like the little 2-inch topper. But I got the the frame that I got.
I think it looks fine.
Okay, the legs that it's standing
but if
on,
it
do they lower at all?
No, I got the cheap one.
okay, can I ask one
Yep.
thing or say one thing?
I'm
You
having a
don't
heat flash.
you don't
Hold on.
want
What?
you,
What don't I
you
want?
don't you don't want step stools.
Why?
Depending on how old your parents are, you know, you don't want the chance of them falling, getting up in the middle of the night or something.
That's true. Well, I'm glad I didn't throw away the box springs. No, I'm telling my friends that I'm glad I didn't throw away the box springs. So they're agreeing with me.
You know
Yes.
what? I figured it out. Get
Well,
your angle grinder out and just
I'm not cutting metal. I'm
okay.
scared. I haven't done that yet.
Sam, what you need to look for is a low profile uh, bed frame. Low
No,
profile, I
it
think,
looks
is
fine.
just
You
fine.
guys, she's like 4 feet tall. It is
No,
fine.
I thought Benny said it was too tall for him,
he
or
said
maybe
it's
I
tall.
misheard.
Okay, I'm 4'11".
Well,
Can everybody
okay.
see? Okay,
How
I'm
tall are
four.
your parents?
My mom's like three. I don't know what happened to me. My mom's like 3 inches taller than me. Two
Okay.
inches. I don't know what
You
happened.
could just tell them to go up on their tummy instead of their back. That way
Yeah,
they
like
don't
just
fall. I don't
roll.
know. Like roll up, but I don't know. I can't.
I
If the
don't know.
legs don't
Ah,
go
Chrissy had an
down,
idea too. I mean, if it's that big of a deal, you could always put like a little step on the
that's what I.
bottom, like a
That's what
board.
Chrissy just said. Don't do that 'cause she doesn't want my parents falling.
No, I was talking about. Well, the
Like a
reason I was
runner, a step up runner. Just
Put
take
a,
like a couple, yeah, just take like
tell them to get a running start and jump.
just take like a couple 2x6s, nail it together, and then like you'll have your little step up.
it'd be easier if I
it
just
would have to go
ordered.
all around. I would look at a low profile bottom.
Yeah,
Just
a low
And
profile box frame or
yeah,
bed frame.
not yeah, bed frame. They're like
okay.
they make those, and they make the cheap ones too. And I'm going to tell you what you didn't want to hear is without any kind of wooden underneath where the mattress is, depending on the weight of your parent, the mattress will sink as soon as they sleep on it the first night.
No, I have one of those. No.
No,
It's a,
speaking from experience on my husband's,
yeah, but they only sleep here like three. My dad is like a hermit, so he's only here for like 3 days, and then he starts grumbling and he's ready to go home. He's very excited to get here, but after like 2 or 3 days of everybody in the house, and my house is long and big, so we're like 400 feet away. Like we're way far away on the other side of the house, and he'll walk. He will get up in the middle of conversations and he just leaves. He comes in here taking naps.
sounds like my dad. He
He's
goes into his office and gets on it, does whatever, watches TV in his office alone.
yeah. He doesn't want to be here anymore. So or he doesn't
What's
want to
your
be around
mom like?
people.
Is she different, or does she do the same thing?
She's Canadian,
I know she is.
but she's not nice.
Really?
My mother. No. Where do you think I got her from? Maryland's.
Uh,
She's a big old bitch. Very talkative
okay.
though. She's like super talkative. She'll talk about anything with anybody. Um, she's like an old version of me, but when she doesn't listen to you, this is the best part. If she doesn't listen to you, or She doesn't like what you're saying because you might be right. She says that she doesn't understand what you're saying, and it's because she can't translate that in her brain because French is her first language. And she's like, it's just not translating right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's interesting. Montreal, Quebec.
Yeah, she's been in the States. I was born here.
That's where
She's
my
like,
family's from.
yeah, Montreal.
Damn,
I have an
small
uncle
world.
in I have an uncle in Baie-Comeau. One of my cousins is well, two of my cousins are judges. I think one of them is just retired though, or like judges, whatever you guys call judges. I have a lot of attorneys in my family on the Canadian side. A lot of them. I'm like a loser compared to all my cousins, but they're all French Canadian. But I have a whole set of my families in Baie-Comeau. I like Baie-Comeau.
You and I have a lot more in common than we think.
That's terrifying. But are you in Quebec?
No, but I have family in Quebec.
Oh, okay. Do you speak French?
Yeah. No, I can't
Okay.
stand the Quebec French. I'm sorry. I can't do
My
it.
my Tante Marie is my brother and I are the only people that do not speak French in the family, like fluently. And so we're the only two people that are allowed to speak French to her. And she talks shit about Anglophones all the time.
Whenever the French are pissed, they will speak in French right in front of you too.
Yeah,
They don't care.
yeah.
Yeah.
She,
And they're
no
ignorant
Anglophones.
as fuck in Quebec. They are ignorant as fuck.
Yeah.
Like
Only French.
this one company that I worked for, okay? The business was acquired after a month I started working there. So it first started out as everybody was English and it was a family run business. And then we transitioned into a big corp that acquired the business and they were French and from Quebec. So whenever they would come and walk in through the office and they would fucking speak French, I knew exactly what they were doing and what they were saying. I can understand some of it. I can't speak it and I would rather not. Uh,
I
but it
under
was,
I understand French Canadian, like Canadian French. I understand real French. I don't. But which it's different dialects for
like the
anybody who doesn't
real
know.
Paris French.
I don't understand real Perry French, but I can follow a conversation in French, Canadian French, because it's a different
Okay, yeah,
dialect. But I think
yeah,
they
yeah,
just
yeah.
say things nicer in like Paris, France, than they do in Canada.
Yes,
So I can kind of follow along. I
yeah,
understand what's going on, if that makes sense.
yeah.
But can I, and I could probably figure it out if I needed to, like how to get by in Canada and like
Okay, so
Montreal.
I have a good idea as to how your mom and your dad are like then. That's cool.
Oh yeah,
I kind
but
of have a good understanding too on how you and your family are during holidays.
my dad's Brooklyn, born and raised Brooklyn, New York, and Long
And
Island area.
he's the sweet one.
Yes, he's super
Are you
sweet.
daddy's little girl though?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My mother and I are very,
So
very
you're not
similar.
all around. So you're rough around the edges like your mom, but you also have a sweet side to you like your dad.
Yeah,
I think you balance out between the two.
yeah. I don't like to. I'm not like a. Well, don't tell anybody I'm sweet. Bella, do you know my favorite restaurant in the whole wide world? You want to know? It's in Canada. It's in Montreal. I don't know where else it is, but I know it's in Montreal. And when I visit Montreal, which I have been there since I've known you,
Oh gosh. The last time I've
um,
been to Montreal was like a few years ago. It's been a
I don't
while.
know if it's in everywhere, but I do know it's in because that's the only place it goes, Montreal. You want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. St. Hubert's Barbecue. That's my favorite.
What is it?
St. Hubert's Barbecue.
St. Hubert's Barbecue.
Look it up.
Never.
Oh, so
Barbecue?
good.
Canada?
It's not what you think is barbecue. It's chicken. Only the South calls pork barbecue. In the North, barbecue is like chicken. Throw chicken on the barbecue, but it's chicken. St. Hubert's Barbecue.
So do both of your parents live in Canada? Did your dad sacrifice the states to come to Canada?
No, my dad was born in Long Island, Brooklyn. I had two dads. One passed away when I was 9.
You're
My biological father passed away when I was 9. He was born and raised in Jersey, Point Pleasant. I was born in Point Pleasant.
okay. Okay,
I
so your
was
dad now is not your birth dad.
no, he's my soul dad. I call him.
Your soul dad. Okay.
Yeah, He loves me very much. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
not my real father. My biological father passed away when I was 9 in a motorcycle accident.
Well,
But
I mean,
both were
you can still carry traits from him too, right? Like characteristic traits.
right. My dad now, my current dad, I don't. That's so weird to say. I call
It's
him
just
Artie
both your
though.
dad. Yeah, they're just both
Yeah.
your dad. Yeah.
So dad number two, soul dad. I get a lot of traits from him because he had a lot of I don't know input into my child raising.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things about him that I am like. My mother says like, "Oh, you're just like Artie." We call him Artie because that's his name. You're just like Artie. But then there's stuff about my real dad, my biological dad, that I get traits from him, and he was, whew, he's a hothead.
I have the same issue. I had 2 dads.
Yeah.
Got them both.
Yep. And they're both
Oh,
pretty
that's the
cool.
one, St. Hubert's. Okay.
Yeah, I love that. I have their poutine sauce in my mom goes home a lot. So every time she goes, she buys me like St. Hubert's barbecue poutine mix. I love poutine. I love poutine.
I did go there once when I was there. Yes, I just find it too bland. Like there's not enough flavor.
Are you serious? You're out of your mind.
Mm.
You're lying right now.
No, well, I'm serious. But I also have like another side of my family that we love a lot of flavor in our food, a lot of seasoning.
Where do you hail from? What kind of person are you?
I'm French, Italian, Canadian.
Okay.
Yeah. So this like kind of like reminds me of Swiss Chalet.
Of what? Say that again?
It kind of reminds me of Swiss Chalet.
Oh,
Have you heard of Harvey's and Swiss Chalet?
no.
Okay, if you look up Swiss Chalet rotisserie chicken, you'll understand.
Okay. So it might be like a St. Hubert's barbecue. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
oh my God, it's so good. Everybody from Ontario is like that. Oh, we have more Canadians in here too. I didn't realize we had so many Canadian people like that hang out with us. I mean, we are
I
because
noticed. I noticed you
Bella,
have a lot of Canadians on your side.
yeah, but I think I always Bella is like what is who's in charge in Canada? What is it, a prime minister? Like Bella's like the prime minister of Canada.
There is do have a friend who likes to call me the PM. I don't know why.
You don't know why, really?
Yeah, no, he just says like he's like you could be the PM, you could run for the PM, and I'm like, fuck no. I know the way the system works. You think that they call the shots? No, they don't. They
Did you
work
like
for other
Trudeau?
people.
Trudeau? Did you
No,
like
can't
Trudeau?
stand them. I can't. I just don't like the liberals in general. I don't like them.
So you don't like this guy either that they got? I forget his name.
I mean, I like him better than Trudeau, but I don't
Hmm.
like what he's doing either. He's running our economy to the ground even more. So
Oh.
there's that. Yeah.
Hmm.
I feel like Canadians are so involved and passionate and care so much about our politics here in the US than we do of theirs.
That's
Do you
true.
think that's true? Why is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, but
Mm, up until most recent,
Huh?
I would say. Now the Canadian, well, it was really boring when
no,
Trudeau
because I gotta take
was
this whole
in
thing
charge.
apart now.
Now
It
that
was
it's
screwed
Carney and all
together,
this
so I
shit's
might do
going
it
on, I find
tomorrow.
like Canadians have a
I
thing
might
for
keep the
Carney
bond.
now and the liberals.
I knew.
But with everything was going on with Trump, like that was a big thing, right? Like it was everywhere, and not to mention with TikTok, uh, we see a lot of Americans side. Like all of my FYP is all Americans. I don't see barely any Canadian content on my For You page.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I wonder if it's like if this app is developed in a way where Canadians will pick up United States content and vice versa,
Yeah.
so that we're communicating between the two countries. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think TikTok's always been that way though.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say since the COVID times, yeah. I mean, I was on the Canadian side when I first started. I remember when we were all doing the TikTok dances during COVID and
Yeah.
we would get on live and then oh, the good old days. And then because I saw some shit go down and I was like, yeah, no. And then everything from there was all United States.
You know who I keep seeing pop up or around? And it's because a couple people that I follow duet him is 200. Have you guys seen him lately? He looks
No.
rough.
No, he creeped me out back in the day during the IG days
Right?
because he decided to search me up and all he could find was a photo of me and the way I was posing in my photo. It drawed concern and I'm like, you're sick. Like, just fuck off. Like,
He's creepy for sure. He's
yeah,
always had like a creeper vibe.
yeah.
And I was like, I don't know why you're in the niche that you're in because you are like the poster boy for it, you know? Um, yeah, and then when I found out that like he had done that fuck shit with Sparky's wife and Mac and giving victims information to, people, it was pretty shitty.
Oh fuck, I forgot about him and I forgot about Ashley. Was it Ashley?
No, what did
No,
her name?
what was her
It
name
started with a
again?
C, I think. Not Chantel. What was Sparky's wife's name?
No,
Ashley?
the other. Oh, the goddess, the goddess.
Ashley the goddess. Where's she at? She was Freya. She went from Ashley the goddess to Freya.
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't seen her.
Yeah, me either.
I think last I heard of her was like 2 years ago, 3 years, and she was
But that
her.
wasn't Sparky's wife.
No, but I'm just talking about Freya, Ashley the
Mm.
goddess. Remember
Yeah,
her?
yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
She was very much looked like Lady J Motivational. That lady, veteran,
You think
that
so?
girl. They're, I don't know, Bella. Do you think so? Like that's who that reminds me of a little bit.
She looks like
Yeah,
who?
like personality wise.
Yeah, like
Like,
hardcore. She's gonna, yeah,
yeah.
like just like I don't know.
Same vibes.
Yeah, same
Hmm.
vibes. Um, but last I heard, her husband was divorcing her. So I guess the hardcoreness was not everything was cracked up to be.
Hmm.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drop for a while. Hubby came home, but I'm gonna be down in the comments.
All right, bye,
Okay.
Chrissy.
Talk to you
That's the last I
later.
heard of her.
Hey
That's the last I
Sam,
heard of her.
I'm gonna text you about that after you're done in the live. Okay?
Okay, yeah,
Okay. Bye, honey. Bye, Tracy.
bye.
Bye, Bella. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Hey, William. Yeah, I haven't thought about that girl in a long time. I hope she's doing well. She got kids and stuff. She took TikTok really seriously. Do you remember her, Tracy?
Yeah. Her and Bridget with all the kids.
Bridget came up on my For You page the other day.
What? Does
No
she
way.
still have a bunch of kids? Is she still yelling at the camera?
She was selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but she had not purchased the stuff. I didn't know you could do that, and she was just telling you about it, but she didn't have it that like she didn't have anything, right? So she was like every video was like Facebook Marketplace stuff.
What?
Yeah, you could probably find her.
How does that work?
You can link anything, and you don't even have to show the product.
Huh.
She wasn't getting a lot of views though, so I don't think her market's doing really well.
That's a shame.
Hmm.
You know who's an excellent marketer is that Chansey girl. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. No.
Chansey. She got some drama going on. Her and her husband getting divorced, but She sells a lot of stuff on Facebook Market, and she does really well.
Who is the woman you were talking about earlier today where she was like in Messy Talk but now does ASMR?
I can't remember who that is. Who is that, Bella? I might have to ask
Mm.
Sassy. It was one of the Anons.
Oh.
I can't
Oh
remember
gosh,
though.
yeah, that's a sassy question. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. There's like maybe 5 Anons who I remember and know their name.
there was
Like
Karma. There was.
not Karma, not BFF, not Sassy, not Jaxie, not Woody.
Oh, okay. Well, then I wouldn't know.
Not Pam.
Yeah.
It was not like one of the full-time Anons. It was like, the ones that just kind of floated around a little bit, got messy, and then kind of floated away. It's like one of those. Brittany might know. But yeah, she's like doing real good in ASMR. But nobody would know that she was an Anon
Right.
at one point. So that was kind of funny. Just the elite people who were able to figure out who's who.
Oh my gosh. Fill me in. Catch me up on Ashley Heaton.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, so Ashley Heaton is, I guess she really made some dude mad in another country, and he's like blasting her all over the internet. And allegedly, they have sent each other pictures back and forth, and he's talking about him, and he calls her a Jezebel. And he's one of those spiritual people, and spiritual talk.
What does that mean? I don't understand Jezebel.
I
What
guess
does that mean?
that's a hoe.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what he's saying because she's like, so shut up, Bella. He's like, she's swindling dudes out of money, like by saying like she can read their aura and that it's like a twin flame connection and stuff like that. And she's like swindling them out of money, but she's doing it to like more than one person at a time. And he like listed all the guys she's gone through, and now she's like, I guess according to him, dating some dude named Mike.
She's a spiritual hoe.
Yeah, she's a spiritual hoe. But he, I guess, is from like maybe Texas or something. She's still here in Georgia. She's still like 10 minutes up the road from me. But she's
Really?
Why is she
She's
still in
still there?
Georgia?
Bella, she moved here.
I remember that. That was like about a year ago, a little over a year ago, maybe around there.
Yeah, she's still here. And she pretends, this is the best part, where she lives, behind her were some old like brick houses that had pretty much been abandoned for looked like several years. And they're refinishing them, and they're like turning them into quads because she is basically living in like dorm, like where all the apartments by colleges and stuff like that. She's basically living in one of those. So very, very, I don't know what to call it, but it's not the best part of town. I wouldn't walk the streets at night. Um,
Oh
but
my
she's
God.
right, and so what now she's making it look like to her followers that she works in construction on the houses that are behind her little whatever. She doesn't live in a quad, whatever a 6-person building is. So a octagon is 8, so sextuplet apartment. Behind her, they're refinishing these houses to turn them into quads. There's a construction company that is refinishing these houses, right? They bought the property and they're, redoing them. She is telling people that she works there. She's in construction now. I
Oh,
know I know the construction company that is doing the work. She does
I have
not
no
work
idea
for
who
them.
she is.
Yeah, she does not work for them. So
Why am I not surprised?
she puts on clothes that are covered in paint,
Oh
and then
my
she walks
God.
outside where those houses are behind her. Y'all just look
That's
at her
why we
videos.
see her on Google Earth out in the parking lot.
Right. Oh, Bella. Do you remember Ashley Heaton, Bella?
See, I wasn't involved with her, but I remember
The
her
one
through
that could
you.
move
Yes.
rocks with her mind.
She okay, so you know how I can easily do a serious look, right? Just comes naturally. But when Ashley Heaton does it, it's like she's trying way too hard.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. She's a trier. Yeah, she moved like she moved 15 minutes from me, but now she got kicked out of the other place, and now she got kicked out, or she got bought out from underneath or whatever. Um, I'll never tell. But so now she moved into like this like low income apartment complex with her kids, right? But she's really done a lot of really terrible things to me. So it is important that I kind of keep my thumb on her location if she's going to be close to me.
That and she's batshit crazy.
And she's
She's
batshit crazy.
like
So
certified.
she's been living that close to you, and you haven't bumped into her?
No, I don't think she'll come into. She
Why would
lives
she
in.
move that close to you? That's strange to me.
I know,
That
crazy,
seems stalkerish.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, the police are aware. The police are aware. The
All
police have
while
been
in
aware.
heavy spiritual psychosis.
Yeah, yeah. The police they're aware. They're aware. Um, in both
Like, I'd be
towns.
installing cameras outside my fucking house.
Belle, you can't get on my property without your body heat being detected. We got security.
Okay,
We got
good.
a we got
Okay,
kick
good.
ass security system. Yeah, she can't get on the property. But um she lives in Fort Valley, which is literally I could throw a stone. So we're on like the edge of a town called Perry, and she's on the edge of a town called Fort Valley. We're like 10 minutes away from each other. So the police in Fort Valley and the police in Perry understand what's going on in the dynamic, because I was like, I will stand my ground. I'll stand my ground in my car. I'll stand my ground in my house. I'll stand my ground in my pool. I will stand my ground. I have no duty to retreat. I will stand my ground. And they're like,
Yeah.
absolutely. I was like, okay, just let you know.
She
She
made
comes anywhere near
videos
me.
about moving close to you. I was like, you're really just exposing yourself here. What exactly are you trying to prove here? You're proving nothing, that
Right.
you're just crazy. Yeah,
You're crazy. But
you're
now
just
she's trying
crazy.
to tell people that she works for this construction company, and she does not work for this construction company.
It's so weird.
Yeah, but she's trying to make everybody believe she does, but she doesn't. Yeah, but we've
Okay.
never, we don't run. Well, she's not going to restaurants and stuff, right? Like she's like dirt broke. She's like begging for, she's begging for money from dumb dudes in the DMs.
And doing tarot readings.
Yeah, she's not going out and getting sushi on a Friday night.
I feel like she's the type of person that if I were to see her on the streets, I would instantly turn around and walk the other way.
Yeah, like the type that you make eye contact and they're fucking nuts.
Yeah, just walk away. Yeah.
Okay, well, she's so crazy that when she moved to this new place, and like she does this thing where like she wants to let people know where she lives. It's like she almost wants to be stalked or whatever. She's very strange. It's no, I'm serious. Like she'll walk next to a road sign. It's like she
Right.
plays a game, right?
Yep.
So and then it's easy to figure out. And she's always making videos outside. I guess she wants one of these like dudes to like show up at her house and sweep her off her feet. I don't know. Anyway, she walked past a road sign, and I was like, "Oh, I know exactly where you live." So I know exactly where she lives. So I Googled her address, right, just to see how many miles away she lives, which is like 8.2. But on the Google Street View, she's on the Google Street View making a TikTok.
With like fucking rocks and leaves and shit out in the parking lot.
Oh my
So
god.
I went and because you can see when Google drives by, like it'll put the date that the picture was taken, like this is made on this day. So I went to it was like February 2nd or something. And so I was like, oh, she was making a TikTok. Okay. And she's wearing like a red onesie or some shit. So I go to her TikTok page, and sure enough, she's got a TikTok on there wearing the red like little jumper outside, like squat. And I was like, oh, there's a picture of you making that TikTok. That's embarrassing. She's outside so much making TikToks.
Doing light energy. Playing with the sun.
To each their
Listen,
own.
if I ran into her in person, I'd like shit my pants. I would be like, what? I'd start running out.
Someone's crazy when they're
I'd be hiding.
outside thinking that they're holding and moving the sun, right, with
Yeah.
their hand. That's fucking crazy. They're like,
So
don't you see it? Don't you see it?
she lived near a train. Like the train's not too far from her, like not right next to her, but it's not too far from her. And so what she would do is, like, if it would rain and like water puddles on the street near her, she would make videos like holding her hand above the water, and then the water starts vibrating. But really, it's just a train coming through, and people are buying it.
I'm eating it right up.
Sam, it's like magic. Don't ruin it for everyone. It's a magic trick.
And then she was trying to say that she had what, like goddess DNA. She was like Mother Teresa or Mary, someone reincarnated. Do you remember that?
I do. I also remember her making a video that she was God himself.
Yeah, she got into the what records, the Akashi records or something,
Yeah, she broke into him.
and found out who she really was.
And she's on the run because people are trying to steal her DNA.
Yeah.
But she
Do you
works
think
for a
that's
construction
real? Do
company.
you think she really believes that?
No, I think she likes for people to believe that she's that special.
Yeah.
So you think that she's aware of what she's doing, trying to make people believe that?
Yes, I think that she found an easy way to scam and take advantage of maybe more vulnerable people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is she looking for compensation when she's doing stuff like this?
She takes donations
Yes.
every so often.
And
Oh,
she always has emergencies and, like rent and the usual.
okay. Now I understand.
Yeah, she takes donations.
Well
So she
then,
makes she creates relationships in the DMs with dudes, and then then she's a damsel in distress, and they come and save her by
so what was
cash
her?
apping.
So what was her issue with you though, Sam?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Bella, where have you been? Okay. When they called out Dan as a predator, they tried to get me on board with that. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. They were in my DMs trying to get me to go along with them. And I didn't understand it because Dan is so sweet and so kind. And I asked for, I just wanted some shred of evidence of anything that he's done that is predatory. I would like to see just a shred of evidence. And then when I made a video asking for evidence immediately, because Ashley Heaton was like taking this on, she wanted to be the leader of Narc Talk. And I think in her weird mind, she thought that I was the leader of Narc Talk. And she wanted to do. Anyway, so as soon as I made a video saying, I want to see some evidence. You can't just go around calling guys predators with no evidence. Like, you have to show something. And she immediately called Candace Renee Moon, crying to Candace Renee Moon that I was going to come after her. She was bawling her eyes out that I was going to come after her. And I wasn't. I
Okay.
had no idea how involved Ashley Heaton was in this. And then she partnered up with Rachel De Palma. I made a video about Rachel De Palma. Ashley Heaton is the one that convinced Rachel De Palma to sue me and continued to push and push and push Rachel to pursue it, even though attorneys were turning her down over and over and over again. And Ashley Heaton had convinced Rachel De Palma that if Rachel was the one that took me down, that everybody would just. It's almost like she convinced Rachel De Palma that Rachel De Palma was going to take my place in Narc Talk. Take her out, and you can just like swoop, like she'd have my platform, my influence. Like, she just convinced Rachel of all these things, but she was like the driving force in the lawsuit. It wasn't Rachel that. It's not that she didn't want to do it; she did want to do it, but if she was not going to lose motivation with Ashley, and Ashley was not going to allow her to take no for an answer from an attorney, because several attorneys turned her down and said you have no lawsuit. So,
Okay.
and then
I'm remembering now. Yeah.
right, and so all these DMs start getting released. All these like voice recordings and group messages started getting released because somebody's going to turn on somebody, and one of their group members turned on them and sent us everything. And the stories that Ashley Heaton was telling them, like
I remember that. Yeah,
Sam's gonna drop a bomb, like all these conspiracies about me. I had no idea these conversations were
it
going
was
on.
fucked up. It was fucked up.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
nobody knew that Ashley was still like going so hard at this behind the scenes.
I didn't know she was the one that influenced De Palma to do the lawsuit on you.
Oh
Yep,
yeah.
Oh, what a dumbass.
yep. And as soon as De Palma was so far in, she couldn't go back in a federal lawsuit. I don't know if it's the same way with the state, because to be honest with you, I've never been sued in state. I've only been sued in federal court twice.
I had assumed
Um,
that it was De Palma all on her own.
no, no. Rachel De Palma had a group of people that were
So
like,
now it makes sense with all their Moo accounts now.
Yes.
yeah, yeah, that was the Mumu
Oh, see,
accounts.
this is why I love collecting all sides. Then you put all the pieces of the puzzle together, and then it starts to all make sense.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's where all the Moo accounts came from.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
disgusted when I learned about that and what they were doing to Dan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pieces of shit. So where was I at? Oh, the minute that Rachel De Palma in a federal lawsuit, you can go so far, but once discovery starts, you can't go back as a plaintiff, right? Once discovery begins, you can't get out
Mm-hmm.
without a
Yeah.
settlement. You can't just stop, right? So, like, I remember the email from Nick when he said like the train has left the station. That was the email to us. The train has left the station. And the next thing we got was we were CC'd in, or the follow-up emails to her attorney Andrew requesting with discovery the request to produce and the interrogatories. So he would email Andy. I call him Andy. His name's Andrew. He would email Andrew, and then he would forward us the email that he had sent Andrew. And so he sent us one email that says the train has left the station, meaning we can't go back. And then we got the email starting
Come on.
discovery. So when there was a point in time you get so far in discovery, it doesn't get expensive until discovery begins. But once discovery begins, it starts getting really expensive, really, really expensive. Once discovery, sometime within that time frame, everybody sort of dropped Rachel De Palma. They like walked away, started doing their own thing, pretty much abandoned her. And she
Yeah.
was now
Yeah.
in this lawsuit for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And she couldn't stop. There's no going back.
Mm.
And by that time I was so pissed. I was so pissed about just the whole everything that Rachel I had found out that Rachel De Palma was doing to me, which came out way before even discovery because somebody turned on them and sent us a email Google Drive that a link that was to Rachel's Google Drive that was unlocked. Somebody sent it to like forwarded it to us in an email, and Loretta was able to get into it and found all the stuff that Rachel was collecting on me and doing to me, and I had no idea who Rachel was. Like, I had no idea who she was. Um, and she was like trying to get me arrested on Christmas Eve. The FBI. She was like crazy stuff. By that time, I was so pissed. I was like, "We're not stopping. Like, I don't care if she begs us to settle. Absolutely not. We go all the way. We go all the way."
Okay, so
So
I was under the impression that you found De Palma through maybe your FYP or something, and maybe people approached you about her website, and because I remember the first video you made about her website being,
no,
you know,
I found her. She had come up. Her account had come. I was on a backup page, and her account, one of her videos to Lorinda, came up on my FYP, and it was referring Lorinda to the suicide prevention hotline. She was like, "And honey, if you have any more questions, you call us." And it was just, "You should call. Here's some numbers for you to support. You know, if you
Still
need any help."
struggling, and the domestic violence hotline. It
Right.
was
And
so
so,
weird and gross.
yeah. So she was referring Lorinda, my friend, to the suicide prevention hotline. So I call Lorinda and I'm like, "What are you okay? Like, what is going on?" I thought like there somebody's referring my friend to the suicide prevention hotline. I'm gonna check on my friend. And she's like, "Oh yeah, this lady's just crazy. You know, she's got this website. She's you know, um having people go to her website and give their information to a misconduct ticking system, or she's like, Lorna's like giving me the intro to it, right? And kind of what's going on. So I could see her page, but then I was over my main page and I was like, let me go look for it. And I was blocked on my main page. I was like, why would you have me blocked on your main page, on my main page? Like, that's weird.
Hmm.
So I go back over to my backup account and I commented like, now I understand why you blocked me from my main account or some I made some comment like that. And then Lauren and I started talking and she like I mainly just watched Rachel's videos. I don't remember like the order, but I watched a couple of her videos. I'm like, this woman's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She explained this misconduct ticking system that she wanted people to enter her information into, which is stupid and dangerous, right? But the website itself, and I can't remember at this point if I went to the website or if Lauren just sent me a screenshot of the website, but it said unsecured, like the website was unsecured. And I was like, big red flag, it's an unsecured website. You want victims of domestic violence to go enter their personal information in here. This is nuts.
And
And I
then,
made
like, literally right at that same time, she pulls my IP address because I had signed up for her website like a month or two prior, not even knowing Rachel, but Ashley Heaton was like, hey, this new domestic violence nonprofit is starting up. You should go support her. Okay, so I did. So I followed her and I signed up for like the website that she was starting up. Well, when all this went down, I went to her website to kind of check out this misconduct ticketing system and stuff. And I was a member and she doxed my IP address. Like, and I was only one of like two members that were part of her website.
and I had no idea that Tracy was even involved like that because Tracy and I really were only kind of like back and forth on Instagram, like friendly at that point. Like we were just kind of, we weren't in a lot of communication, but like
Yeah,
we
we
were
hadn't
friends
talked about Rachel De Palma until
ever.
after she put out that video, and I actually asked, I think you and Lorinda, I was like, does anyone have a copy of that video? Because I think that's my IP address. I think that was the first time I ever talked to you about her.
Lorinda actually said, I think Lorinda told me that she's like she doxed Tracy's IP, doxed Tracy, I doxed Tracy's IP address, and I was like, what? Like, what is going on? And then the next thing I remember, and it's very hard. Like timeline at this point is so I I'd have to go back and read the lawsuit, like the step by steps of how this actually happened. But and then at some point they were in an Instagram live. They were all using filters. They were joking about what a joke Rachel De Palma was. I had literally nothing to do with it. I just made a video on my main page like, hey guys, don't put your information in this website. It's not safe. You don't need anybody to protect you. It was just that vibe and just kind of how cuckoo
Yeah.
like how crazy this is. And that's
The
it. I
only
blocked
yeah, the only thing that I had an issue with her was she got on and started trying to intimidate and use victims' rights wrong, and I am heavily educated in victims' rights, and she gave misinformation, bad information, right, on victims' rights, and I was like, no, that's not how it works. Like that was the only thing. I wasn't even focused in on her with the Dan or Ashley. Had no idea there was that much of even a connection there. I just corrected her on victims' rights and thought she was nuts for starting a misconduct ticketing system for social media. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I blocked her on my backup account, and I made my two videos in my main, blocked her my backup, and I forgot about her. Like I forgot she existed. And so I saw them in their Instagram live having a great time. It was not a great time in my life. Like Vinny was, dealing with cancer. He was going through radiation. He actually was in his cool down period, so he was like cooling down. We're fighting. It was just all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So I didn't really have like time to be messing around with Rachel De Palma and her craziness, but they were having a great time with it. They were having a wonderful time.
Yeah, you were just wrapping up like Miami Mike too. I think you were still
Yeah.
having the Miami Mike.
And so it was,
I I get it now. I
yeah.
have the whole picture now. Yeah. No, thank
And
you
that,
for sharing. Now it makes sense.
yeah. So she found out this was when I would like post on Instagram like current events as I was doing them, right? And so she knew I was on vacation, a very expensive vacation. And she pushed to have that lawsuit filed to get it on Pacer while I was on vacation. Like she was like pushing and pushing and pushing Andrew to get that filed and on Pacer while I was on vacation so she could then give it to Mac so Mac can post about it.
Yeah, I found out the day my house fucking caught on fire and burnt. But it didn't burn down, but it had a total house fire, total loss. The sheriff came out and they're like, "Oh, hey, we got some paperwork for you." And Mac's making videos, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah. And
4 months
somebody's like,
later, 4 months later, completely forgot about Rachel De Palma.
yeah,
Didn't
hadn't
even
said,
know she was an issue or on the radar, other than the stupid cow accounts.
I didn't even know she was behind the cow accounts. I didn't know she was
Well,
behind the cow accounts.
I
I
had
had
a
no idea.
really good
Oh, I did.
idea
I
that
saw it.
she was. I mean, who else would be doing that to
I thought
Dan?
it was
No
the
one.
dirty Anons. I thought it was
No.
dirty Anons. I
Uh-uh.
had no idea.
And I
Like,
knew Ashley Heaton was the main organizer for that.
Yeah, I could tell just by
mm-mm.
the style of the videos.
No, I had no idea. So when that all came out, I was like, what the hell? And everybody's like, oh yeah, we knew that was them. I was like, that's why everybody thinks I know everything about everything. I don't know shit about shit. Hey Giggles, how are you? Yeah, I don't know nothing about nothing. It's crazy. But once we got into Discovery, and my checks were no longer $5,000 and $6,000. They turned into like 12, $13,000 checks, and I was mad. I was really mad. So I was like, "Oh, we're going all the way, honey, all the way. You can snoop." Um, and so yeah, I was like, "A judge is gonna rule on this one, baby."
Wow.
It was wild. That's how I learned so much about federal civil law. Because Nick is he was very good at teaching us.
I never understood why Rachel even bothered with you. I knew from the start, I'm like, yeah, you're losing this one.
Yeah.
I could have even told her that, right? But I never entertained a conversation with her because I can see the type of person she is just from looking at her. I don't even have to hear her, or I can just see how vindictive she can be. I
Well,
think I think she has a good heart, okay, because I do see that in her. But I also see other sides of her that don't complement that good heart of hers.
you would
Okay,
never.
like I see that she's very vindictive, and so
You have no discernment, Bella. But
I say that is
I
very,
I
very
want
generous of you.
I know
I want to see only the good in people. I don't want to see the bad in people.
there's no good in her. Let me tell you about why she did this lawsuit. Because she was just wrapping up a lawsuit. She was being sued for defamation by her ex-boyfriend, and she was settling with her ex-boyfriend. She was settling. Her insurance company was settling with him for $75,000, and she had to sign a um the settlement agreement. She couldn't say anything about him. She had to keep her mouth shut about him. Couldn't mention his name, nothing.
Do
And
you
so
know about that lawsuit, Bella? Do you know she falsely accused her
hey
ex?
Nicole. Yeah.
I've heard about it through Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was being sued by him, and she had to settle with him for $75,000 and a confidential settlement agreement where she couldn't mention his name ever. She had to like literally shut up about him. And when that happened that way, she was like, if I sue her, her insurance company will settle. I'll get my 75,000. Yeah, I'll get $75,000 from her, and then I'll just make her sign a confidential settlement agreement where she can't ever speak about me again, right? And it's probably some other stuff she'll put in there, like I have to do post retraction, or she would do some weird shit because she's a sociopath. Anyway, I think she thought that was how it was gonna go, and I was like, "Bitch, you better think again, because that's not how it's gonna go." But I think that she believed that since it went that way with her, it was gonna go that way with me, and it didn't go that way with me. Well, I was like, "Girl, I got money, and I got money, and we're gonna use all your money. We're gonna take all your money now." And she can't buy eggs now, so that's great.
Right. that she thought that she could outlast you financially in the lawsuit, to where
Right.
she would just win by default in that. But yeah,
Yeah,
You
she
know what? I think I'm gaslighting myself,
you might
actually.
be.
Yeah, because I'm thinking only of the videos that she puts out on TikTok. But then when I'm now thinking back to the videos that you had posted of her in court, I see a completely different person.
But
Yeah.
Bella, don't you think like Rachel
Hold on, I got
DePalma has got
disclaimer. Guys, if you're clueless on what we're talking about, everything is linked in my bio. Or if you want to know more information about Rachel DePalma, it's all linked in my bio. And then if you go to my Instagram page, What Does It Matter with 3 R's, you can see the entire deposition series, which I've made it very entertaining to watch. But all evidence supporting everything that I said is up above, linked in my bio, to include everything about the lawsuit against me that I won, and everything about the lawsuit against her that she lost, and all other
yeah,
kinds of good stuff about
Yeah,
her.
now that I know that
this,
it started out with Lorinda
yeah. But don't you
and then
think like
Ashley Heaton, yeah, like
Rachel
Right.
DePalma is so fucking obsessed? I have never met anyone more obsessed on TikTok. Every day she posts about Sam. Every day for the last 4.5 years, 5 years.
She'll
yeah,
post a.
I haven't watched her stuff. I
Like,
don't know.
when is the steam going to run out?
It's not. It's not. She's gonna have a cardiac
I don't
arrest or
know.
something.
It's weird that she blocked me. I thought that was weird. I was like, oh, that's weird. You and I
Is it
have never
really?
even had.
Yeah, she made a video and she's, I am done with Bella.
Yeah, she
Oh, she
was
did.
not.
She made a video.
She laid it out there that she did not align with you morally or ethically, and she was giving you the
Hmm.
boot.
No, I think that would be. There's a reason why she said that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Giggles is down there. She's like, that money could have been better utilized with charity versus lawyer profits. Listen, I understand your sentiment there. I was more than happy to give my money to Nick. Um, I learned so much. I damn near got a Juris Doctorate. I know so much about civil litigation, unbelievably in-depth knowledge of civil litigation and how it all works at the federal level, which is similar to the state level, but federal is much more difficult. And I know so much that I would have I wouldn't have gotten as much information had I went to law school. So to me it was worth it. And I love Nick, and he went on a very nice vacation after the lawsuit was over, him and his whole family. And so I was happy to have contributed to that.
So
He
I'm
deserved it.
curious as to why she's obtaining victims' private information, so much private information, like their IP address. What for?
Correct.
I
That's
believe
what I want to
because
know.
I believe that she's not a victim, a domestic violence victim in any capacity, based on Mark's testimony. Um, I don't believe that she's a domestic violence victim. I don't believe she's a victim of anything but herself. And so I think when she was trying to get people like survivors and victims' stories, I think she was trying to like take pieces of it to apply it to herself.
Mm-hmm.
That, and she wanted to, if she wasn't going to be a victim in her mind and her heart, she knows she's not really a victim of that, that she was going to be able to poke holes in everybody else's story.
Correct. And I think the bigger picture, honestly, is because she wanted to bury Mark so bad, right? That's why she defamed him. That's why she made those accusations against him and claimed, to be a survivor. But I think she is so obsessed and took it so far that it's so much deeper. If you read her blogs and really listened and seen the bigger picture of Rachel, was that, she was becoming a nonprofit lobbying organization and she was going to change laws. If you go and read her petitions and the bills that she was trying to make and put into law, it was bills that changed the law to favor her in this situation that she was in with Mark, right? And domestic violence victims, but they were very, very bad, dangerous laws and ideas to have, right? So like one of them was that you could call the police and have your significant other arrested for emotional abuse or mental abuse or verbal abuse, and that they can just be arrested and removed from the household immediately, just by like with no proof, no physical proof or any violence like that. It's like, yeah, okay, that's a nice idea, but what's actually going to happen? 9 times out of 10, an abuser is going to weaponize that long before a person who is actually being abused is going to call the police and have them removed,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just not how it works, like in reality. And like all of her bills and ideas were just bad, but she would like to call and have people arrested for, you know, them, mistreating her or not doing what she wanted or, liked or whatever. I'm sure that she would like to just call the police over her hurt feelings, but that's not how it works.
Well, one of her bills was that she didn't want alleged offenders the opportunity to plead to a lesser charge. That they forced them to go to trial. They had no choice, but they had to just go straight to trial. So then the victim would be forced to testify against their abuser, which a lot of people don't want to do that, right? Just let the evidence stand on its own and then let them plead down to it. They don't want to face their abusers. That's so common. But
Right.
she was trying to create a bill that would force them to do that. That's insane to
To
me.
be a victim so that she can profit off them?
No, what who's saying that? To profit off of it? Are you asking
What?
me?
Why is she? Yeah, like I want to understand what her motive is.
I think her motive is her like psychotic obsession with her ex and trying to get like
Prove she's a
revenge on
victim.
him. Yeah, that
And
she's a victim.
Okay, but she runs a nonprofit advocacy for victims of domestic violence, right?
it's in name only, though. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's
She
on
doesn't offer
paper.
services. She technically says that her organization is for lobbying, aka changing and making laws here in the US that revolve around domestic violence. That's what she says her nonprofit is for. And also social media justice, apparently. Um,
But literally never, like, not one shred of content. When she talks about like she's a lobbying organization, not one shred of information about current like political events or political climates or potential bills that are coming to the floor. Um, Working
right.
with any legislatures, like there's no evidence that she's ever worked with legislatures. She doesn't know how to read a bill. She thinks California bills apply to all of the United States. It is just so she's
Right.
just not
But
there.
then we'll not hear any input from anyone about these bills that she's putting together. Like, other victims that say, hey, that's kind of a bad idea. We don't want those, we don't really want that law in place because that doesn't benefit us. That's defamation. That's slander. That's a smear campaign.
Right.
You better have some tougher skin if you think that you are going to be lobbying for domestic violence victims, but you don't want any input from them. That's crazy.
Or
Okay,
criticism.
when you say
And
lobbying, what does that mean?
okay, so
Lobbying,
lobbying in the United States is trying to like gain support and traction in order to change the laws that apply. So that's all
Okay.
lobbying is you're just trying to change or create new laws or change existing laws. That's all lobbying really is, and how you get that money. Like that's why our government's so crooked, because lobbyists donate a lot of money to legislatures, and that's how a lot of our laws come about or get changed, is because of lobbyists paying for these laws to be enacted or changed. And she is a lobbyist. She wants to change or enact new laws, but none of the laws that she's ever proposed, and there's only been like two,
yeah.
have ever been for the protection of a domestic violence victim or
In
survivor.
fact,
It's
it's the
never,
opposite. And
yeah.
that's what we were trying to explain. And that's also why, at least I speak for myself, and I think also Sam and Lorenda, that's why we also felt pretty passionate about it, because there was something really wrong here. Like, she is not someone that should be putting forth bills and harmful bills that could potentially impact every single victim out there.
And it's not that, and she's not that she ever will. She will never do that, right?
Right.
She's just not, will never be taken seriously at a government level ever, right? So I'm not worried about that. It's just how bizarre she is that some people will trust that she is a trusted source of anything, where she's literally just trying to harvest your
Right.
information, your story, your
Oh,
experiences,
and the
which
other
is
thing,
terrifying.
she made it very clear. She's made many videos on it. She's very passionate about how she does not offer direct services to victims. However, she
Right,
does abusers.
right. So she has to support and offer services to
Abusers.
abusers. She
Excuse me?
can't. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So
She's very
Wait,
passionate about
what?
that. Yep. Every
Are
time
you
she,
serious?
yes,
yeah,
absolutely. Every time she gets caught teaming up with an abuser, because it seems like that's what she does every single time, or these bad guys, right? She says that she's off, like Mac, she was offering Mac services to try to rehabilitate him because he was an abuser. And she had an obligation, right? She had
Well,
a,
that's not what she was doing, though. She was enabling him. She was making
of
it
right.
worse.
course, of
And
She
I
was
course.
saw it
weaponized.
firsthand.
She
But
was
that is how
weaponized.
she is spinning it. That's how gross it is. That she had a requirement, an obligation to provide services to abusers.
Right. And I
But
mean,
made
she
it
gave.
very clear.
You can't do both. You can't advocate for the victim and then their abuser. That
Right.
Well,
makes no sense.
you're getting ready to get a video made about you showing
Right.
how
Oh,
that the
let's
domestic
fucking
violence
go. Let's fucking
hotline
go. Let's
Look at
supports
fucking
not
go. Rachel, I'll
only
fucking do
Look
it. I
Brian
dare you,
victims,
girl.
Carlson.
I
but
dare
it
you. Because I'll look
also
into your shit.
it
Yeah. Look
also
at Brian
yeah.
Carlson. How hard she advocated for
She
Brian
fought
Carlson.
so hard for Brian Carlson.
Okay, so do you guys know? Okay, wait, Tracy or Sam, have you guys seen any of the bills that she creates or wants
Yes,
to
I have read
enforce?
through
Oh, I
them.
haven't. I haven't. Here's the scariest part, Belle. You'll think this is terrifying. This to me, this is the most terrifying thing out
I
of
think they're still up
everything.
on her website if you want to go look at them.
This is the most
Sorry,
terrifying
they're
thing.
what?
I believe they're still up on her website if you
I will
want to go
never
look
go
at
on her
them.
website. No.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know. Yeah, then I wouldn't know how to get it. I don't go to her website unless you have a whatever to protect your IP address.
Yeah, VPN. But then
A
you're a
VPN.
hacker.
Yeah, but then you're a hacker, according to Rachel, and your name will be Tracy. But anyway,
Yeah.
okay, so the serious, this is very serious to me. This is a very, very serious thing. She believes and testified under oath to this that coercion, that coercion would be considered great, right? So, um, she was asked under deposition if she's ever been raped. She has allegedly, according to her, been raped by every boyfriend she's ever had. And she wanted she wanted to first, before she answered the question, to define what grape was. And when Nick said, "You can find it however you want to. I'm just asking if you've ever been raped." And she said, "Well, I believe that coercion is grape." So let's just say I was not in the mood to do the deed with Vinny, but he talked me into it. And he got, according to Rachel, the next morning when I woke up, right, or directly afterwards, since he talked me into it, right, he convinced me to do it, that would be considered grape. And I should be able to go to the police and file a grape report against him because he
Yes.
coerced me into doing it. Because
And
simply
that's what's
because he was great with his hands or whatever.
that's pretty much what she did to her ex Mark. And it wasn't like the next morning even. It was 6, 7 months later, a year later, after he started a relationship with someone else.
Yeah,
Okay,
and that
well,
is so dangerous for men. That is so dangerous for men because we're not talking unable to consent. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a guy saying, "Let me feel your boobs," and all of a sudden I'm like,
Not
"Right,
just any guy, but your partner, right?
yeah, your
Your
partner,
husband. I mean,
right,
if you decide that you are no longer in the mood after you start, but you don't say anything, but he was still able to swindle you. We're not talking about any kind of violence. We're not talking about any kind of, like, nothing. We're talking about so
no
vanilla.
forcing,
Like,
nobody's saying no,
I just
nothing."
decided to change my mind the next day, and I decided I didn't really want to do that. So now we are calling that grape.
Yeah, that's dangerous for men. That's so dangerous for men.
Yeah. And you should be able to report it a year later when they start a new relationship.
Right. And that's basically what she did to Mark, was that she decided that after he was started dating again, that she didn't really want to do it that one time, and that she had been raped. So she went and filed a police report.
Are you saying that because she was coerced into
She claims
that?
that she claims that she was coerced into having um
Yeah, yeah.
schmecks with him one night, and then she believes that coercion is rape. If a man coerces you into schmecks, then
It can, but it also doesn't
right,
apply. Like it applies, but it also doesn't apply. It depends on the
Right.
right,
full context of the entire
Right.
situation.
right, and that's
So
why
I
they
can't
don't
speak
use
on her. Yeah.
right. That's why they don't consider coercion.
Right.
That's why there are coercion laws in effect
Right.
under for domestic violence victims. There
Hmm.
are coercion, but the levels that you have to reach, this in order to
This
prove
woman is
coercion.
like shoving women who have been violently raped aside off the podium to take a stand for her, traumatizing coercion. That's the issue
So
that I
sh
have.
yeah, so she's taking it to a whole nother level where, like Sam just said, that's dangerous for men, and I can see why. They're not
Yeah.
going to do if she's asking. Let's make a bill and have it passed for if men were to coerce a victim into da da da, right?
She
That
compared herself to
that's sexual abuse, but you cannot do that because it's going to create a whole fucking mess, right? Like it's going to
So,
get crazy. So no, that's highly
right,
unlikely.
how was she able to get a DV status through California? She does not have a DV status. She has a victim status, so she is a victim of a crime. So if her car got broken into, she could be considered a victim of a crime. You can become you can get that victim's, what is this
this,
called?
and the
Safe
Safe
at
at
home.
Home is a self-registered program. All you
Yeah,
do is you self-register. Anyone can.
she doesn't have to prove that she was a victim of anything.
Right,
She
you
could
And
just
I
have to
yeah.
identify as one.
And if anyone claims that
she
they're
identified.
like what Brittany said, every single partner, that's a good question.
What?
Brittany asked every single partner, as Rachel claims, right? Like,
Yeah,
then you have to ask questions, right?
right, right.
But she's gone on social media and told these stories herself, so I hope she's not surprised that other people are talking about it because you brought it to the public. However, I won't get into, you know, there's certain lines that I just won't cross based on that, but it just sounds like to me like Rachel De Palma has some underlying insecurities and issues of her own that she has yet healed from. And if she's using victims of DV and SA in a way to profit, in a way to hurt or damage, anything of that sort, then, and if she were to ever come at me, then yeah, I'm going to have a problem. And you're going to have to
Well,
wait a little while because I'm busy doing other things, Rachel. But if you do come at me based on this live or this conversation of you, like you can't really have a problem with that when if it's true that you're out here making videos about certain individuals on the daily basis, right? You're pretty much asking for it, and you have to think to yourself when you're making these videos, what kind of response are you looking for? Okay. And that's one thing I noticed about you is you put out these videos and you put out these videos, like this was a while back, okay, because I don't watch any of her shit recently. But I thought to myself, like, what kind of response are you looking for by doing what you're doing?
Right.
You're not accomplishing anything whatsoever.
she's trying to prove that I'm a terrible person and that she somehow slayed this dragon, which she did not. Uh, she did not slay this dragon. And if you want to believe I'm a terrible person, go sit with the group over there that believes I'm a terrible person. There's a group of them. They hold lives about me. Go sit with them. I don't mind. I'm not the girl. Bella, do I mind having haters?
No.
No, not at all. I don't care. Go sit over there. If you're
Yeah.
trying to prove I'm a
We
terrible
all don't
person,
care.
yeah,
we
go
we
prove it.
actually we actually like our haters over here, like they're
Right.
fucking
Have
crazy.
at it.
But
Stop
it's
making me
like,
irrelevant. They're feeding my ego.
but I can see right through her too and her intentions.
Thanks,
I
Heather.
can tell that they're not coming from a good place because her approach would be completely different. That's what I didn't like about her. Is I said you are actually doing more damage than good.
Right.
Okay. That was my issue with her, and that's why I never entertained her. And I saw what she was doing with Max. She tried to convince me that, oh, I'm going to help him and get him out of this and all that. And I said, okay. I left it with her. Sure enough, no, she fucking made matters worse, right? So, and here we are in 2025, and I don't see any progress with her. None.
Well, she's gained weight. She's progressed on the scale.
Sam, I don't get into physical
I know you
appearance.
don't,
You know that
but
about me.
I know. You don't have to comment. I'm just saying. Um, yes, Tracy. You don't have to comment. I'm just saying. If you're going to sue me for weight gain, I'm going to talk about your weight gain. It might have
Well,
cost me
she blamed you for the
$70,000, but
weight
I'm gonna
gain.
talk. Yeah, if it cost me $70,000, I'm gonna talk about your weight gain, baby. Like, sorry, you're still fat, Rachel. Sorry, like 90 pounds
Overweight.
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 You're morbidly obese. That's a medical term, Bella. You can't tell me I can't say that.
Yeah, and I think it's a better term than fat, to
Fat.
be quite
Okay,
honest. Yeah,
morbidly obese. That's the
yeah.
actual box you check on the at the doctor's office, or they check it. So that's.
Wow,
I know.
wow.
I know. Shalika,
You really sure know how to pick on them.
I don't pick them. They pick me. What are you talking about? When have I ever picked one? They pick
You
me.
just find you get around. You
I
get
know.
around.
I'm a slut.
Mm,
I know.
yeah.
I
Like a
listen.
moth to flame.
It's terrible. They reported my live. I think it was because I said the S word.
Well, see, I told you.
Sorry, it was my fault. Ho. Can I point out that after Mac was locked, Lori publicly shared how abusive Mac was? You sure can point that out. Yeah. Lori,
Hmm.
right. But, Rachel, she's batting 1,000 with the guys. Listen, but I don't blame her, though. I did want to offer her a little grace. Okay. I don't want to be terribly mean to her. I would be that angry at life and people in general if I knew that I was not aware that that was years ago the last time I was ever getting railed. I'd be angry too, right?
Right.
If you're like, this is your last time, enjoy
She's
it. And she didn't
she's
know it was the
kind of
last time.
unfuckable, with
Yeah.
the herpes and
So, ugh. I'd be frustrated too. I'd be angry, wouldn't you?
how
Bella, you'd
embarrassing
be
too
angry.
to have like herpes all over your public court records.
Okay.
She does. Bella's
She
right.
does.
We're not lying.
When you are aware, okay,
Oh
of
boy. Are we in
how
trouble?
I'm just trying to understand because now that I see the whole picture here, I just have a few more things that I have to nitpick at. When you are aware of how abusive certain individuals can be and or are,
Right.
why do you choose to poke at them?
It's an excellent question.
That is a good question.
Why not? Why wouldn't I?
Do you
You
know
know that
why?
answer, Sam. You
Why
know
do you
that
think?
answer.
Why do you think I? Why do you think I do it? I do it. I can figure. I guess I can figure out. I have enough self awareness. I'm not a complete narcissist. I have a little bit of self awareness. I probably know why I do what I do. But what do you think I do what I do?
No, no, I want to hear from you why you do it because I know why it's best to not do it. So that's why I want to understand why you do it.
Because there are some people that will never feel the wrath that they deserve.
Mm, I knew it. Okay.
I will never
Okay.
get. I will never get the licking. So somebody's getting
Okay.
it in place of it. That's why.
There you go. And does that
Okay.
match up with what you thought?
Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, if your argument is that they're abusive, why would you want them to display more abusive behavior and patterns?
Because
Shouldn't you be
people to.
teaching them how to not be abusive and to not be displaying that, or how they could, like, rehabilitation, right? How,
Because I
why do
don't.
you take that
Ooh.
approach? Why do you take that approach?
Okay, because I don't believe that. I believe that people are who they are. You are who you are. Who you are is who you are, and who you are, it will never change. Who you are is who you are, and who you will remain to be. I don't believe that abusive people can change. I just don't.
I don't think
Um,
you can coddle them into not being abusive either.
No,
yeah,
no, and I'm not suggesting that at all
I just think
whatsoever.
that, right, and most abuse, 99% of
Like,
abuse comes from control.
usually, right? Like, my therapists have never said to poke my abuser, okay? They have said ignore and walk away.
Well, these people aren't my abuser,
But they're other people's abuser that are victims.
not mine.
Mm. So are you asking to be abused by these abusers then?
Are you saying
So
that
you could fight
everyone
back?
should just turn a blind eye to
No,
abusers?
no, 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 that's not what I'm saying. Right? So
But
okay, so you do it because you want people to see how abusive they are?
no,
Well,
I
what's
want.
Tracy's
Oh, I don't
suggestion?
do it for anybody to see it. I do it, right? I stand up. I don't believe I'm poking them. I just stand up to them. I do it because I want them to know that they're not that big a deal. You ain't that fucking
Okay, so
scary.
what's the point in the comment about, do you want everybody to see, like, or turn a blind eye, like, to not see, like, what's
Well,
that? Where's
because
that
you
come from?
said, like, your therapist told you don't poke the bear, don't make it worse. So what are we supposed to do? Just always ignore people's abusive,
Nope,
bad
you report
behavior?
it. You report it, right?
To
Well,
what?
you're
The
talking.
misconduct ticketing system?
Yeah.
No, 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 no. I mean, no. I mean, if you're noticing patterns of behavior that displays abusive behavior,
But you
and
are
that
you are
Do
you
you
and that
think
talking?
our
puts victims
justice
in danger,
system? Do you think our
Yeah.
but you
justice
should be
system?
reporting that to authorities, no?
No, well, because you can't prove. Not you can't most abuse unless you're showing bruises. You can't prove it. There's
Right.
no proof to it, right? There it's and you Bella, you know this. Bella's just trying to play devil's advocate, guys, because she's not dumb.
Right.
Um,
No,
if
no,
you're
I'm really trying. Sam,
okay,
I told you in the comments I want to understand how your brain works. Okay, I'm just trying to
okay,
understand. Now that I
you
have the whole
can't.
picture, I want to understand your ways of doing things. That's all.
Right. Screaming, right, is not, if any were to scream at me, that's not abuse. If he were to scream at me over and over and over again, that is abusive, right? And then that in turn would be abuse. Like gaslighting, it's real hard to explain to somebody that you're being gaslit. You only really know it when you experience it. All different kinds of things, right? Manipulation, throwing shit, physical intimidation, financial, abuse, all kinds of abuse, right? Um, I want people to know that there are ways to fight back, right? They're not that scary. You can make somebody stop gaslighting you, right?
Who do
You
you
get,
report financial abuse to, Bella?
Oh, financial, you can definitely report that to the authorities.
but they
Here
not in the United
anyway. I don't
States.
know about
Yeah,
there. Yeah, I don't know
no,
about
not in
there,
the
but
United
here you
States.
can.
Yeah, not in the United
Like
States.
our family court system is so messed up that let's just say my husband, like I spent my whole life raising children, and I wanted to leave my husband, and he was the breadwinner. He could literally tie all our finances up in family court for years, and I would have nothing. And you see evidence of that in women all over this app that they are just broke and drowning in financial um, ruin because their husband decided to be a dick and tie up all their money in family court
Hmm.
and out finance them.
I do believe that abusers should be called out. Okay, that's not. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be called out. It's the repetitive poking at is what I'm
Oh no, I
talking
don't.
about.
Well, I don't.
Okay.
Who have I been poking? Who
I'm
am I
not
poking?
talking about recent events. I'm just talking about in general over the years,
That's
right?
what you
Oh,
think. There's been some growth and
yeah, I thought I was getting
Well,
better.
you are, but again, I'm trying to understand why you do things the way you do, Sam. That's all.
Oh yeah, I don't like seeing people get abused. Like, I don't like it. I would much rather tell them what they should be doing.
See, I know firsthand, like if you're with someone and you don't share children with them and they're abusive, it's just best to end things and walk away. And I know you can't always do that because there could be a trauma bond and so on and so forth. However, poking back and provoking them is definitely not the answer. It's just that's where it
Well,
becomes
that's well,
like he could
okay.
become your abuser, right? It could become very dangerous at that point. If you do share a child with an abuser, it's best to just learn to co-parent and keep it at that. Don't There's healthy ways of dealing with an abuser or a
Parallel
narcissist
parenting.
or
Right, but I don't want to.
Somebody
I
like
don't want
that,
to
you
mix
can't
up.
really
I don't want to mix
co-parent.
up. I don't want to mix up online poking, right? Social media poking. I don't want to mix that up with real life poking. Two different pokes. Two different pokes. I would, if somebody called me up and said I'm living with somebody who's very, very abusive, my method of what you see me do online, as far as fighting back, swing for swing, counter punching, that would never be my recommendation to them ever. So we are not talking real life. We're talking a virtual poking. We're not talking real life. I would never, the first thing I would always recommend, if you can, is no contact. If you can't because of children,
mm-hmm,
then minimal, low contact. It would never be to poke somebody who can damage you in real life. It would never be until you are in a safe place and all your ducks are in a row and everything that you have is protected, and you know when you come out of the corner to swing, you're not going to miss, right? Very important. And that takes a couple of years. That takes a long time. It takes different amounts of time for
mm-hmm,
everybody. So I don't want to, right? But here online, right, I will never be in fear of anybody, and damn sure not a man on this app. I will not give anybody the privilege of putting fear in me on through my phone, through a phone that I pay
okay, I can
for.
see on the phone. Yes,
Okay.
that makes sense. Yes. However, in person, in real life,
Oh, it's a much
heck
different
no.
way.
A
Yeah, a
Heck
much
no.
very,
different way.
very, very careful choreographed ballroom dance. Very careful.
Brittany knows how I am when it comes to real life and how I block people through it, out of it, beyond it. Like
Yes.
it's a much different situation.
Night and
And
day.
Brittany's people have seen Brittany's methods because some of the stuff is played out on TikTok. um, Brittany is aware of how I walk somebody through and out of and get them to therapy and get them safe and what we need to do um, to get you to a safe place. Like let's get you or your child. Like we gotta get this done safely and quietly and minimal damage. That's not what I do on social media. On social media, I'm just gonna swing on you when you least expect it. So, but in real life, it's very quiet
And
and
to all
I.
the disgusting, disgusting, disgusting waste of skin fucking gang members that fucking was like, you ain't gonna fix your family, fix your family. Oh, don't let Brittany win. Fuck you. Fuck you. I hope one day that you get everything that you put others through while trying to get a win when it was never about winning with me. Because in situations like this, there is no winner because somebody has been harmed. It's not a victory to be right about somebody being a piece of shit. Sorry.
So, sorry, who was that towards, Brittany?
That's towards
Well, I'm
East
sorry.
Nest in
That's
regards to
towards
Craig and
East.
Grace.
Oh, okay.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
That's towards
Okay.
East.
So the reason why I ask is because,
Night, Chrissy.
like, okay, online versus in person, sometimes the two can mix, right? Especially if the abuser is involved in your life offline and online, right?
That
Mhm.
well, that was right, but that was Brittany's situation. Anybody that reaches out to me for help in DMs privately, that will
That
never
was also
make it on
my
this app.
situation. That was also my situation. This is why I'm asking you. When
Oh,
I was
oh,
dating the guy that I was in a situationship with for the past 2 years, I left him in June of last year
okay.
after he put me in the hospital. Okay, I have 27 bruises all over my body.
Mm.
And he was involved in the online shit.
I had
And
no
there
idea
were
he was involved.
people and there were people that were provoking him to do what he did to me.
Is that whose picture you put on one
Yes.
videos one time?
Yes.
I
Yes.
literally, okay, look, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't know who
So
that. I don't know.
this is why I was asking, okay, because I experienced that, I I really would not want to see anyone else ever go through that.
Do you think for a second if you had not reached out to me and said, "Hey, I got real shit going on. Like this is like real life shit." Do you not for a second think I would have offered my hand in helping?
I I
I'm sure you didn't
instead
trust anybody at that time. I get it if you don't.
for
I,
there was a moment where I thought he was going to unalive me, okay? And the last thing on my mind was social media.
right, I get you. I'm glad you're safe now.
But when he came around during what was going on social media, that drew a high level of concern for me, right?
Was he coming around us? Because I don't know this. This is new information.
He was around all of us, yes.
Was he jealous of your social media kind of
It's
thing?
not that he was jealous of social media. So I met him on Bumble. A month after we first dated, I wanted to break off with him. And he kept coming back. I would give him another chance. And after the first month that we were together, and during that week or two that we were apart, so I accepted him back. And then I started
Mm,
picking up on certain behavioral changes from him and certain keywords that he would say. And I knew he was involved in the social media because he looked me up. That's how he found me. I blocked his phone number. I blocked everything. There was no way that he could reach me, and how he found me was through my social media.
really?
Then I found out that he contacted people that I was friends with on social media. People that I no longer am friends with. And for the 2 years that he was with me, he was only with me to find out information about that criminal case that I have. And when the trial came up in November, yeah,
I am so sorry. Wow.
it's deep. Okay.
That is some heavy shit.
So the fact that not to mention he had 3 kids, 4 actually. I found out that he had another daughter that I knew nothing about for the whole 2 years that we were together.
Why do they always have a
Um,
secret kid? Or
I
like,
don't know.
when
That's
did they
I
that's
don't
what
know.
just.
I'm like.
I don't know. But I asked them, I was upset with him because I told him, I said, why wouldn't you tell me about your other daughter? And he's like, well, that's a closed chapter of mine. And I said, what do you mean that that's a closed chapter? I said, your kids are never a closed chapter. So he's like, I just forgot about her. And I was like, wow, okay, that tells me a lot about you. And I connected a lot with his 3 kids, especially his daughter. Um,
That makes it
and
worse.
it did. The way that he would try to get me back was he would say, she was crying on my shoulder, soaked my entire t-shirt. She's really upset that you're gone and she wants you back. And then it would work, right? Anyway, I'm not going to get too much in detail about everything. This is the reason why I was asking about, how you approach abusers online. I do personally think that there's always areas of evolving, right? Because what happens on social media is not only just on social media. Sometimes it could also
Yeah, for
affect
sure.
their real life off social media, and you never know what certain people are capable of. This guy was so nuts that he impersonated a police officer. Um,
Oh
I have a
God.
but
question.
it's
So, like, the people that were giving him information or that was talking to him, like your friends or ex friends, did they know that he was abusing you?
they're the ones that told him to do it.
Oh
What
my
the
God.
fuck?
Yep. He had no place to live. He got kicked out of his place. He owed $7,000 in rent. I didn't understand why. So I didn't want him moving in with me. So I tried, and he had horrible credit. I told him, if you want me to help you find a place, I was gonna go on a lease with him, but he had bad credit. So I said, okay, fine, like I'll just use my information. Well, next thing you know, he sends me everything and he sent me a freaking fabricated credit report. And I'm like, what the heck are you sending me? And he's like, oh, I'm just giving this to you because maybe it'll help. And I said, I don't freaking need that. But like the fact that you did that, anyway, I said, okay. The landlord ended up bailing out on us last minute. We did have a $6,000 check prepared. And so, and then other stuff happened. And then I said, no, I'm not moving in with you. I'll tell you what though, I'll call around hotels and see if they'll do extended stays for you. The only reason why I did it was because of his kids um, that he had on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and every other weekend. I got him in the hotel and I would stay with him at that hotel. And he is an alcoholic. And when I showed up there was a bottle on the side of the table. And there were certain things about him. He had a fetish for cuckold and all those things.
What is that?
It was, look it up. I'm not going to explain it. Um,
Don't look it up. I'll
I did expose
continue.
him on one group for females only so that they're aware. And another girl after me, she told me that it was close with her. She got out though.
Mm.
And I felt relief, uh, knowing that another girl, that he didn't hurt another girl. Um, so I'm only sharing this because I just want you to know that it's not only online. It could also happen to people in their real life.
Okay.
Same
Well,
with
just
Lori and Mac, right? I'm just saying, like, it happened with Lori and Mac, like everything that was happening with Mac online, like what was happening to Lori behind the screen of our phones the entire time, and we didn't find out until after. Like we could guess of what's going on, but we didn't know. She couldn't say anything because what would he do, right?
right,
So what
right.
what are better
So
ways
let me
that
hold on.
we
Wait. Let me explain. Let me offer you a different perspective. You know how much he was online?
Mhm,
You remember, like almost all the fucking time, right?
mhm.
Did you ever, in any of the time that he was online, see any of the things that would constitute as abuse towards her?
I didn't see anything about him being abusive towards her, but I
Right.
seen it with other people online.
Sure.
It-
Yes, of course. Absolutely. Sometimes, sometimes, and it's
safer to
again,
keep them right here.
there's
It's safer
a
to keep them right here.
lot, yeah, there's a lot of discernment that goes into that, right? But it's a lot easier to be used, like for me to be used as a distraction, right, than to not have them. For example, perfect example is the night that Craig was kicking out Grace. I I went in Serena's live and I fucking I put up shit about Laura. I put up shit. I mean, it was after my mom was called too, and then they were like, "We don't call moms," but I put up shit. East is the one that talked to my mom,
Cool.
and like so. I was
Hi,
like,
Abby.
"All right, we're just gonna start throwing shit out there," and I knew that night it was easier to keep him on live all night long, which is exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. And it was less confrontational, um, or it was a much lower risk for there to be an opportunity for it to escalate. It did a little. And I know one person that I saw slide in here that I understand to be to have been on a three-way call, and heard some of it. But East was on that call. East was on a couple of different calls. Uh, so yeah, but it was much easier and safer to keep him with his mask on the camera in
Right
front of
here.
everybody with eyes all on him.
Right.
So was
But
that your way of protecting Grace?
Yes.
distracting. Okay, so okay, I just want to give you a different example of somebody else going through the same situation, and we're being made aware of it. Do you remember Shell on this app? She was
Yeah.
AFF.
Yes.
Okay. The moment, so she started coming at us very, very hard, and so I started going back at her. I, and she actually started going at a bunch of people, but she started coming at me. I started going at her. We were going back and forth. The moment that I even for a second thought she is in an abusive relationship, she's being abused by her husband, and it's not difficult to see. It is, it's very, most times it's very easy to see with people like Shell, who's on lives all the time. She's making a ton of content. She wasn't, and she was drinking a lot. When somebody's drinking a lot, it's very easy to see what's going on at home because, right, their inhibitions are kind of let down a little bit. The moment that I even thought for a second, I believe she might be in a violent marriage, a full text went out all over the place. Full stop. I think she's in a domestic violence situation. Full stop. Stop going at her immediately.
Hard
She,
break.
yeah.
Hard
I,
emergency
I,
break.
I
Boom.
texted everybody. Hard stop on Shell. Leave her alone. Absolutely no more. I think that her husband is violent. Stop going at her. That was it. Shell kept coming at me and I refused to engage with her and I was literally getting in front of anybody that was trying to go at her because she was in a violent marriage and I was terrified. I was just terrified for her and I was not going to contribute to that. Um and you know, if she felt safe with me to share with me and there was stuff that she did which I'm not going to talk about, but she did feel safe enough to share some things with me. But yeah, it was immediate, like, I'm not going at you, and I'm certainly not. And found out what her husband's handle was, and everybody blocked him. We kept trying to keep him as far away from us as possible. Um, Tried to just keep him away. But you know, they always get in there anyway because it's TikTok. But definitely stopped. You know, we're not going to argue with you if we know at your home, like this is TikTok. If your home life is dangerous, we're not going to make TikTok a dangerous, you know, we're gonna try to keep TikTok from being a dangerous place for you too, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Right.
Like, cause I don't, when you shut the app off, even if you're getting abused on the app, right, which can happen, um, or TikTok is just not a real safe place for you, it's not real pleasant, you can just log off, right? And it stops. It literally stops. It goes away. That should be the case with everything, but it's not in some people's real lives. And so I don't think that if you're coming to TikTok because that's the only sanity you have, right? Or and that's the only place where you can be distracted. I don't want to contribute to it. If you're coming to TikTok because you're trying to distract yourself from a violent marriage, you know, so I'm not going to contribute to that. You know, sometimes it's best to keep somebody right here with Mac and Craig, it was best to keep them right here. Like, get back over here, right here, and focus on Brittany, right? That was kind of her method. Come here, let me get in your face. I'll start swinging on you. So you ain't over, you're not shutting the door. And Lori or Grace is taking it in real life. You know what I mean? Because they were both more concerned about what was going on TikTok than they were concerned about what's going on in their home life. We were more concerned about, especially Lori, at some point, more concerned with what was happening to Lori and Mac's children. And then, I mean, of course, I was concerned with what was going on with Grace, but I knew Brittany had it under control. And getting too involved would just make it messy. And I didn't know Grace. I still have never talked to Grace on the phone. And I've never messaged with her. So Brittany was in charge of that one.
Okay. Every
Look
abuser is
past
different.
on everybody. Yes, 1,000%. Say it again. Say it again.
Yeah.
Every abuser, every situation is very different, and that is when discernment comes into play. You have to know when to advance and when to pull back.
Or when to stay completely still.
Yep.
People have seen that from me in the last 6 months. I've seen moments where I'm just gonna stand real still and let people just around me. Right?
Okay.
You have to know when to just stand still.
Hmm.
Um, but not everybody knows that, right? So sometimes it's just easier to just grab somebody's hand and say, just stand here right here with me and we'll move. I'll tell you when we move. I'll tell you when we back up. I'll tell you when we just sit still. I'll tell you when to hide, right? Sometimes it's time to hide. And that's okay. That's cool too. That doesn't mean nothing. Like, that's probably the bravest thing some people can do is hide.
So, Brittany, do you, when you come across a creator on here that is displaying abusive behavior,
I'm going to give
how
the
do
5 minute
you,
warning though, guys,
okay, what is that?
because then I gotta go
Okay.
and somebody else.
How do you approach it? Do you study them or like, and how do you do it?
I just watch. I watch for a while. I'll go back and consume whatever content I can, and I'll look at like microaggressions, different ways they respond. But I'll just watch for a while. Sometimes I accidentally interact with them, and I just ask. I'll start asking questions. And like Craig fucking just started telling on himself. Like he was like, and then my ex-wife April, and I'm like, I've never talked to this woman. And then I was like, well, if he's going to keep telling the internet that I've talked to this woman, I'll ask her. And then I asked her, and I said, please feel free to tell me to go fuck myself. I'm happy to take that and just go about my way. And she uh, was like, I'm filing a restraining order against somebody. And what do you, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm going to go fuck off right over here. I apologize. So like, you know, but I watch and I kind of try to understand where the patterns are and what their like method of operation is. And then usually when I start poking um, and start asking questions, that's usually when like information just gets sent to me like crazy. I don't even really have to go very far for it. It just starts being dumped on me.
Okay.
I'm
Last
different.
question. Can you
Hold on.
confirm or
I want
deny
to
if you
hold
heard from
on.
him?
Hold on for just a second. I don't watch people. I usually know within a nanosecond. It takes me all of 60 seconds to know if somebody is a narcissist. Like, not just narcissistic tendencies, not just an arrogant son of a bitch, not a guy who gets a little mouthy after a few beers. I can tell you within a nanosecond if somebody is a full blood narcissist. And Izzy White was one of them. And so I was like, people don't believe he's a narcissist. I'm going to jump in alive with him and poke him in the forehead. And I literally asked him a question, made one statement, and his head popped off. And then Brittany's like, I'll take it from here.
So let me look at this. And then
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, this guy's fucking
Yeah.
stealing.
She's like, oh, he's friends with Kevin. I was like, he's a narcissist. And she's like, I was like, watch, hang on. Jumped in alive? No.
Yep, the live with Slot, actually.
Yeah. I literally jumped in there. I asked him a question. And then I interrupted him and his head popped off. And then he just started raging on me. And I just sat there. And I was like, that's all I needed. Thank you. And then Brittany literally was like, let me go look. Let me go deep dive. And it was huge. But it takes me not
It's
very long to know
usually like
somebody's.
real clear where their like heaviest thing is. You know, like with Izzy, it was donations, 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 and then like all of the like in marketing, right? There's ethos, pathos, logos, or ethos, pathos, and logos. There's those three marketing techniques, right? So which one are they using to sell themselves? Is it the emotional appeal? Are they trying to, usually it's not logic. Sometimes it is. It's like, well, tell me logically. Okay, so does that really make sense to you? Those kind of arguments. Or is it like the economic appeal, like some financial thing that they're trying to consume? And with Izzy, it was so heavily based with financial roots. And I'm like, this goes deeper. And then I didn't know what I was going to step into. That was a shit show. I had no idea it was going to go that far.
Okay. No, Brittany, sorry. Like, okay, so last year, okay, right after
Mhm.
I left, did he contact you?
Whew.
The situationship guy.
No. I don't know. I didn't know who that was until like just now when you said that. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
I mean, you asked if that was him in the photo that I had posted, right?
Yeah, because I've been wondering about that too.
Okay.
It's like, who the fuck is this random
So
dude that's
it's
fucking?
weird because I have evidence that he was around that time. And then I have evidence that you made comments that you're. Do you remember what you said?
I don't even know who we're talking about.
She said she's talking about the guy that was hovering her, like hovering
The
around
guy
her.
that left 27 bruises all over my body. Yeah.
Did you put a picture of him? Where did you put a picture of him up at?
His whole face. I
Yeah,
Where
exposed
though?
them. I exposed them on a page that's for females only. And then
Brittany said,
it got around. And then I was sent screenshots of him being around during that time. And then Brittany had made some comments that she was interested in talking to him. So I just
oh,
was trying to understand, like, what was the.
oh, that was just because you put the picture up and I didn't know who the fuck it was. So I was like, well, I'd be interested to see what he had to say. I had no idea who he was, how he related to you, or what this like. I think I said that to like, I don't know, probably poke or just respond. If I'm being dead ass honest.
I can appreciate your honesty. But
did
that's,
you
yeah,
did you put a picture?
that's a big no.
Did you put a
It
picture
it
up?
didn't happen. If that makes you feel any better, I don't know if it does, but
I mean, if you're on here advocating for victims of DV, and on this same token, you're
I didn't know anything about it.
like, like
Nothing.
it's almost like the same thing that Rachel's doing. You don't want to do that.
No. And to be fair, um, I'm not the best at like side quests, right? So I like when I get a hyper focus and I'm locked in, I'm a dog with a fucking bone. I'm not letting fucking go.
Yeah,
So like if I'm getting like
for sure.
if I'm getting people like swinging on me from the side, I may swat, like swat a little bit, but look, I'm not letting go of this because there's something bigger and more important, like in the bigger picture of things. So like it doesn't like I'll throw a few jabs or whatever, but that's about it. Because I'll
I
be
think
hyper focused
I
on
think
something
during that
bigger.
time, the bigger picture and the most important thing was that we don't communicate with victims abusers, and that we ensure that the victims are safe.
Right. But would it be
Yes.
fair to know that no one knew that was going on or who that was? Like the connection there?
I think that my
That
comment was like a SWAT towards you because I didn't know any of that. So like I say come back and then I'm like, okay, she's back, but I'm hyper focused on this right now. And then there was like a lot of stuff that I like a lot of things were happening in the background. And then I think around that time like Augie had jumped in and she was coming in with her conspiracy theories, which were I'm not gonna lie, the first conversation I had with her, she like with a 10-minute video and a map from the Lamplight Theater to a Dollar General, tried to convince me that Craig was involved in a very large trafficking situation. I was like, that's a bit of a reach, but um, that was the first conversation I had with her. I think it was on November 25th last year, 25th or 26th, something like that.
That's a
Uh,
double-edged sword, though. Not to interrupt, Brittany. That's kind of like a double-edged sword when, like, can we agree not to like reach out to or talk to other people's abusers? Because a lot of times in breakups, they're calling each other abusers, right? So that's kind of like a double-edged sword. And also, I would be like, yo, if like your abusive ex is like swarming around me, right? Get in my DMs, especially if you're a woman and it's a dude. Like, get in my DMs and let me know that like this is getting a little too real life for me. That's a double edged sword too, because like, what if he's not?
And
You
to
know
be
what I
fair,
mean?
Bella, don't you always say like to get both sides?
So
I'm
it's
not saying
kind of
that's what's
hard.
going on here or
it
whatever,
depends
but
again. That depends on the situation. But if you're an
right.
advocate for victims of domestic violence, you do not. It's not heard of that they go to the abuser and ask for their
I'm
side.
not.
You're just
I'm
Correct.
not. I know, but I'm not.
Correct.
I want to be very clear with everybody in this live. I'm not an advocate.
I'm a bitch with a phone and Wi-Fi access.
I'm just.
but
I'm.
anyway,
I'm just a. I'm
he
just
was
a
on
fighter.
he was on the run with a warrant out for his arrest for quite some time, and in the early of 2025, he was booked, and he's on conditions now. And he's not to be directly or indirectly talking to me. He's not to be allowed around me. He's not allowed to be even around a bird.
If
Okay.
you see
Oh,
him floating around, because I have no idea who this dude is on TikTok. If you see him floating around, just let me know so I can block him, please. Because I don't want nothing to do with it. But I think that you know me well enough, and I don't expect people who don't like me to do this with me. But you could have at any time gotten my DMs and be like, "Can you block him? This is my ex, and we got some serious life shit going on, and
I
he's
have like
abusive as
150
fuck."
emails from him. I would like for you to read them.
Okay. Only if you want. Only if you want.
You
But
can
I feel
spot a narcissist. I want to put you to the test. Like, let's see what
I
you got.
have a very good example. I don't know if you, and I'm just gonna say her name. I haven't talked to her in a while. Villain, right? Marge. She,
I remember her.
her, on again, off again, on again, off again. That guy, absolutely relapsed. Absolutely was very abusive to her. It was very clear. Um, beyond a shadow of a doubt. That motherfucker got in my DMs and like even when her and I were like, I don't even think we were like on the best of terms. I can't remember exactly the time frame because it's been a while, but immediately I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Don't like I have nothing to say to you. I don't know what you want me to say back to you. And then somebody else got in my DMs also like trying to be like, well, no, you should listen to him. I'm like, you can go fuck off. And also your teeth are bad. Please suck my dick. So yeah,
With bad teeth?
they awful. It was awful. So there are like, you know, like that's a good example where I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Don't
TikTok
talk
can
to me.
be, man, TikTok streets are rough sometimes, and navigating them is hard, and there's no map in TikTok. So we do the best we can.
It's in Lefty's backpack, though.
Okay.
Oh, one more example. Okay.
Oh,
So, like the guy Rob, right? Remember, I don't know if you have seen like the guy Rob that came around and he told his story. I knew that there were allegations against him. I knew that there was of like a past and things that other people had said about him. Um, but also amplifying his voice about his experience with Craig put Craig in a very uncomfortable position because if Craig started to try to weaponize all of those allegations, right? Because they shared the ex wife, April, both of them did. Craig married April after April and Rob got divorced. So it put Craig in a position to where if he started honing in on all of those, all of the allegations against him in his past and all of that shit, right? Then does that mean that Craig intentionally befriended and became very close with his ex-wife's abuser? If he's now claiming that all of these are correct, all of the stuff was valid, does that mean that she was telling the truth about him but lying about you? You know what I mean? So it like sometimes it's, and I tried to redirect him in conversations about just keeping it about Craig and Craig only and his experience with Craig. And that's it. Because I knew Craig would start losing his shit and sending shit to East. And East was like, hey, Rob, this is nice to meet you. This is, I look at this, blah, blah, right? So she started throwing out all this shit that Craig was sending her about him because Craig is, I mean, God forbid, you know, he's not on the app though, right? He's not on the app. Ooh.
taking a break.
Um, right. Yeah, he's not on the app. Uh, but it just showed the same pattern. Craig is going to do Craig, and as soon as somebody speaks out about him, he knows all these things about them, and he is going to weaponize the shit out of it. But that one put him in a weird position because, again, it just proved and showed everybody that after his divorce with April, he befriended somebody who had DV charges against her, only to continue the post separation abuse.
Right, that's the last story because I gotta go. It's 9:35.
Okay.
Bella, thanks for joining us. This has been a why is our live fill up? Who is in here that is like stalking?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime.
Was that helpful? Did that answer some questions? Like, was
Who
it informative?
Yeah.
who's in here?
It's another
Oh
time.
god.
Okay.
Yeah, we're running out of time. I don't want to
I
start. I don't
genuinely
want to start
want
a new
to get to a
topic.
resolution, okay, guys? I don't want any beef on here with you guys. We've been there, done that. I just want to say, like, no matter how much I dislike you, I will never reach out to your abusers ever, no matter what you tell me. That's it.
I kind of
Yeah.
wish you would, but that's probably not the right way to go. Just you.
Sam,
Just
you're
you, Bella.
twisted.
Like, go get him,
I
Bella.
am your
Good
mother.
night, guys.
You listen to me.
You probably be the only
Right.
person I give permission to do that to.
Yeah, I'm the
Bye.
only one that can bully you too, by the way.
I know you are. You are. I don't get bullied on this app except for by Bella. Bella bullies the fuck out of
Dude,
me.
that's like when people try to bring up the shit about like the arguments that we had with Paris in the past. It's like, stay out of our fucking family business. You're not
Family
allowed to
business.
talk
Get
about
out of here.
Yeah.
that was a family fight. Fuck off.
Yeah, go away. I hate when people do that. And they're like, I don't know. I thought they were enemies. We are.
Allies.
We are. Bella and I hate each other. Now, okay, now what?
Come at me, bro.
Bella was DMing me about you loved. I bet she was. I bet she was. Don't worry about it. I don't care.
You won't ever catch me DMing anyone about you like that. I would rather just come directly to you. You know the way I
I
am, Sam, and I will
I
hunt you
do.
down for fucking years. You fucking know that.
I
And I
know.
will follow you off this app too and take it to a whole nother app. I don't give a fuck.
She will.
Like,
She'll go to every app: Facebook, Clapper, Instagram, Lobby. I bet she's
Google.
everywhere. Google.
Lobby.
She'll if she's got a bone to pick with me, she's going. I bet she's gonna pick it. Don't you worry. She'll like a chicken bone. She'll just
Let
like
us know.
gnaw away at me. Yeah. So
You dirty
yeah, if you're
bitch.
hey guys, if you're out here just proud that Bella's in your DMs about me, trust me, Bella's in my DMs about me too. Okay?
Samantha.
Samantha. Nobody bullies me harder in the DMs than Bella. Brittany, that bitch be bullying me sometimes. I'm
I
not.
was
I
actually
think
really
I'm
nice to
joking.
you today, and you're still not
You are
giving me
nice.
fucking credit.
You are nice to me today. Yeah, but like
Really?
2 weeks ago, she was talking mad shit to me, and I was like, Bella, not the time. She's like, I don't care about. She's like, I don't care about your timeline. Yeah, I don't give a shit what you got time for. Bella,
I
not
mean,
right now. I'm trying to retire. She's like, bitch, you love it. I was like, Bella, get out of my DMs. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Really.
Oh.
Yep, we
All
got
right.
bipolar conversation. So everybody
Go
who
to
came to
bed,
this
Sam.
live at the last minute, I'm not going to, but I'm going to go spend some time with my hubby. So he's probably sleeping right now, though. I have to go wake him up with the
Okay.
ego mattress.
with
Yeah.
the ego mattress.
And the ego
Re-breaking
mattress.
the bed.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed though that I was like, look at this bed he bought. And then you reminded me that we bought it together.
All
I guess I'm a narcissist. I don't know what to tell you.
right, I'm gonna go fuck around and see if I can find out.
Go get in some
Good
trouble, guys.
luck.
All
Okay,
right.
bye.
Stay safe, everybody. Bye.
Yeah.